Hey guys, I figured we can start off early with a little guess. We got Champ. I had to see what color the collar was. Champ is guest starring in the studio today. Hi, pretty puppy. Oh, hopefully he don't make too much noise. Then his mama gonna hear him. She'll be mad. Maybe not really. She'll just want to know why her puppy's whining. Just a pretty puppy. Just a pretty puppy. All right, let's get over here to the chat. There we go. Hey, Adrian. Hey, Becky. I decided to start out with a little puppy love. A little puppy love. Because we're talking about attitude today. Change your mind, change your life. And I figured I'd just start off with a little bit of love. He's not little no more. He was born February the 11th. No, he wasn't born February 11th. He was born, or was he? Can't remember now. Time is like gone. He was born February 10th, the day before Mr. McCoy's birthday. Hi, pretty puppy. Hi, pretty puppy. Yeah, that's a pretty puppy. This is Champ. His name is Champ. Champ is the one, he was number 3. He was the one that we had to send her to the vet. We had to take her to the vet. So he was born via cesarean. So, okay, lay yourself down. There you go. There's a pretty puppy. Yeah, there's a pretty puppy. Look at that pretty puppy. Yeah, there's a pretty puppy. There's a pretty puppy. Yeah, you gonna come and see that? There's a pretty puppy. Yeah, you get to be guest star on the show today. Karen, I was watching the first part of your Mondays. Why would the grocery shop this morning? I showed a random short part. You showed me your puppy smile. My job is done. They smile. Yep, your job was done. Good job. Oh, let's no, remind me later. Don't update nothing on mine, nothing. Let's put this on Do Not Disturb. I was hanging out with Amy and Tara over there on her channel, so this might be some stuff that I just didn't do. And it's okay. I'm not stressing over it. But there we go. Hey Becky, that was a good thing you did. You made them smile. I like to make people smile. We're gonna have to cut your nails. You ready to go? You ready to go? Let's see if we can flip you over so they can see how pretty you are. They're just looking at the top of your head. You gotta look up there. Yeah, we gotta get you laying down. Yeah, look at that pretty puppy. Look at that pretty puppy. Yeah. Say, I'm ready to get something in my mouth. That's it. When I lay down, I'll be wanting to eat. Say, I don't know where my mommy is with that teddy, but her better come on. And she outside eating on a bone. She is not thinking about, look at that. Just a tickle tickle. Just a tickle tickle. Yeah, that's a pretty puppy. So he can focus in and see real good now. And he can hear. He can hear now. So we have to be a little mindful of the noise, but not too much because we don't want him to be skittish puppies either. Look at that. Hi, Mariah. Hi, Barb. This is Champ. I figured I'd start out with Champ. Bentley and Blake were asleep. This one was looking for something to eat. As you can see, he's always eating. But he's the more chill one, too. The other two, they're just too wiggly. Yeah, this a good boy. Does he look like a little bear? Yeah, this a good little boy. Isn't this a good puppy? This a good puppy. This a good puppy. This a good puppy. Yes, he is so calm. Or do we need to change her? Do I need to change that around? Nope, it's good. That's good. That's a good puppy. All right, let's take the puppy on. That's enough. And he smells so good. All right, I'll be right back. We're gonna take puppy on. Just a cool puppy. Just a cool puppy. Yeah, just a cool puppy. Oh, there go your mama at the kid. There we go. Somebody come and get you some. Come on. She need the rags put on her boots. Okay. Hopefully I don't struggle too much because the puppies are whining now and I had to close my door. And y'all know my air condition heater thing is still not working. Barb, what's the date? Wait. Oh, we got a couple days, right? We're not ready to get on that plane yet. Or yeah, look, Becky said, I thought you were on the plane today. Uh yeah. I didn't think it was today, but okay. I have been working on a little project this morning. And well, started yesterday. And I was trying to decide on what I was going to do. Well, I knew I was going to watercolor today. So I'm not stressing over it because I'm not 100%. As you can hear, the voice is not 100. So I just finished drinking something nice and warm. But this weather is just driving me crazy. It's like 20 degrees one day, and then it's like 70 degrees the next day, and it's just like, come on. So, and you know, I already have my little summers and things, so my body just already be doing its thing. But I got this basket from Dollar Tree, and what I'm using it for is my what do you call it? Prints, cutting them down, whatever you know. So today I need to take the frillies off of the tip. Hey Julie Parker, hey Keote, Zal, hello again, Lydia. Lydia, did I tell you I got your card? I can't remember. I think I got all the birthday cards. So this one, instead of sitting there cutting them off individually, I'm gonna take them over to the big chop over there, and I'm just gonna cut the top off, the tip off, because I don't want the frillies right there. So we're gonna cut that off. Hi, Salsa, how are you doing? That's what I'm gonna do. So be right back. I'm gonna leave you those. Well, ooh, let me show. I got some stuff I can leave for you. Look what I did on black paper. Put that there. We can just pull some. So I ain't got to leave empty desk. There we go. Now I can still talk to you, but I don't know if you can hear me. I'm quite sure you can. It might sound far away. And the other thing was that I was thinking about this since I have this big old thing, was replacing this section over here since I'm loving these toolboxes. Was getting two to go over here on this side of the room. Don't know. I got it on my list of things. It's no rush. It's just, oh, they are mad. So that means she did not get in that box and she ain't thinking about getting in that box. All right, let's open up. Let's cut about that much off. Close it back. And I'm working on getting another camera. So that way when I'm like doing stuff like this, it's just not bound to the desk. But right now, you gotta get what you gotta get. Gotta do what you gotta do. And just like that, oh, them some nice scraps. All my scrap people, you might want them, you might not. But if you don't, they're going in the trash. All right, let's open that back up. Oh, and it's a nice crisp edge. There we go. Oh, that heat, they are mad. Mo, hello. I'm not staying. Just want to say hello. All right, Barb. Listen, we'll chat later. Hit me up if you need me. Holla at your girl. Look it. See, there we go. I put these in the scrap box, but they have tips on them. But they got a little bit. They got a little bit. Little bit. But we have scrap box. Got a scrap box. Since there were people that wanted my scraps, I stopped throwing them away. And so scrap box has gotten, it's almost full. Now here's the deal. Here's the deal. Yeah, you go study and make sure you get those things done. We want things to be done. So when we leave, everything is done. So when scrap box gets full and nobody has said they wanted scraps, I haven't decided if I was going to continue or whatever, but scraps are scrapping. I even put the brown bag. Anything I've cut, I've put it in here. Oh, thanks. Oh, yes. A Cooper pick will be great. That's great. All these new babies and is being born. All right, so there we go. That goes with these. But you see how clean that edge is right there? Look how clean that edge is. That works. Camera got to get adjusted. See, every time they bother with my stuff, just makes me mad. Just always updating things. That's why I'm just going to get a camera. So every time it gets updated, I don't have to worry about it. My camera won't be updated. There we go. But see, we got nice, crisp, cut edge. And it didn't take away from the cut, what the print was. That's all I want, because I be wanting them to be together. So that way, if I make them into a book or whatever I choose to do with them, they're all done, right? And they go in a certain drawer. You can tell the difference in these cuts. Hi, Christina. This one got cut by my old ragged blade. And this one got cut by that sharp blade that I just cut. So, like, if I took these and turned them into a book, because I have that nice cutter over there, you know, I could just cut it right down the middle and turn these all into cards. I actually could. I don't know. So I don't decide right off. So I don't worry about trying to turn them into something right away. But what I did do was got them a nice little basket that they can go in. Actually, this basket is a little big. Maybe I can put them in the other basket. So that's a basket. We got basket for things over here. That's a basket. Then we got a basket for stencils, like right after when they dry. Like, you know, I don't want to put them in the book, but I kind of leave them kind of up here in this little basket so they can dry. And yesterday it was a Lotus date. Me and Lotus was hanging out. I can't remember if I put them in the, did I put them in makers or not? Did I? I'm not sure. But I have. Where's the print? They've already been organized. It's clean over there. All right, let's do a look. Let's do it. Hey, because I want y'all to know. I want y'all to see all this greatness. Y'all close your eyes. Y'all close your eyes. We're getting ready to move. Getting ready to go on the move. You get to see it. That's the box that my toolbox came in. And I'm keeping it because I'm going to turn it into journals. So I'm going to cut it down. So it's going to be covers and, you know, because it's so thick. It's beautiful. Now, the thing about me moving this here thing, I'm going blind. I'm not going to be able to see. So hopefully I'll be showing y'all what y'all can see. I wish I could see on this side. But that's that. And look how thick it is. So that's going to make a nice cover. This over here is kind of like boxes. My travel kit, some watercolor paper, Watercolor World, which all my watercolors are right there. Watercolor paper, books, other things. Come on down here. So you got all the things. That right there won't be there because it's going to Mariah and PM Artist Studio, all of that. Papers, all the other things, carts, all that. Spring is coming. So that's a little setup behind me. So that's the desk over there. And that's the setup behind me. All my gel prints, all my paints and things. And then we got this over here. But look at her. Is she not beautiful? She is beautiful. Her is. And when you open her up, we got paper. That's our extra string. No, this is what's that paper called? Exam paper. We got a basket that had some stuff, all that. Everything has its place. Everything. Oh, all these are journals. Unused? Did I say unused journals? And then this down here, all of my stamps, all of my what's those cards? Index cards, some more stamps, some stuff to go on the plate. You know, keep that in there. My Misty is down there. And then on the other side, we got my Sizzix. I don't know why that must have fell in there. And all of my stamps, all of those are in there. Scraps, tools, things, watercolor, Cricut stuff, and transparent. These are bags I put my little prints in when people order them. All cinch stuff, because I got a cinch that I need to really use. And that's all that's over there. Isn't she lovely? Her lovely. We got candy decorating. So that's the top of the desk. That's my Lazy Susan that we got. Yep. And so all the stuff, other stuff that's over there, which is, you know, nothing really changed. This is where I'm talking about putting another tool chest, two of one over there and one over there, and wiping that out and getting rid of all of that. And it will go in there because I really do like the way this is streamlined, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So then when you go over to this side, that's the other one. And remember, if you're new to the channel, you're just like, wait, what? My whole thing was I wanted these to be the foundation for my desk. So this is on top of here. There is glass that's on top of here, and there's a 2-inch plywood. I think that's what they call it, plywood sheet. That's on here, and it's 46 by 72. So that's a lot of desks. It's a lot of visiting. You get to hang out with me. And so the Yukon is what I chose because I got it from Harbor Freight, and Harbor Freight sells Yukon. But this one is different from the other side in a different color. Journals that haven't been used. Some other little stuff, Cricut stuff. Some other little pencils, little tools that's in there. Mostly journals that haven't been used is what's on this end right here. Art journals are on this end. Other side over there has journals that's writing journals. Then up under here, you got storage. That's up under there. Oh, now it wants to close when I want it to stay open. So overstock of paint is under there. Books under there. We got paint. So pretty much paints and books are up under there. That's that. So this is cleaned off. This is where I did all of those Lotus prints. They were all over here, but now everything is in its place. And that's what I wanted, everything to be in its place. The boxes down there, they're going to get taken out because I don't want them down there. I got enough boxes. And those are gel prints on up under there, right there. Those are gel prints that's on big paper, big paper. So that's it. And this was an empty cart. So I emptied out 3 carts. So they kind of just hanging around the studio now because I took the stuff and put it in, you know, in the tool chest. All right, let's lay you back down. You get to see my slippers. I think that was it. Y'all saw the desk. There we go. All right, now I can see comments because Lord knows I couldn't see all that. Oh, did it change? I don't think it's changed. But if I have to zoom in, I will, because I feel like it's high. Feel like it's high. I left it high the last time we did it because I was using the 16 by 20 gel plate. And when I use the big one, I have to. You gotta have it high. Okay, so I went to the dollar store and I invested in. Oh, let me get her. There she is. And I gotta get. It's a dollar. Look, it's a dollar store frame. So, but at least she's the original of my stamps. Had to get a frame. All right, you go there. So, this is where the flowers originate. All right, let me catch up on chat. See if y'all had any questions about anything. They dilated my eyes, so I can't read now. Oh, I pay for that extra thing, so I don't have to have my eyes dilated. I love it. Being, you know. Listen, Mo made the letters big so you could see them. Okay, Becky say, is all that in front of your dark color cube samples? No, girl. Oh, yeah, yeah. This whole thing? Like all these? Yes. Unless Mariah don't want them. She can tell me in chat she don't want them. But yeah, they were not, maybe not these little ones. But most of these in here, yeah, they're the bigger one's gonna get stamped. So I'm just taking time signing them, just not doing it all in one whack. I thought I'd be done by now, but a couple nights I got puppies, so we just okay. um okay, I went to say how to lessons. Do 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 do. Hi, Rhonda. Okay, so here we go. I wanted matte, so around here I wanted matte, but again, I didn't know that Dollar Tree sold 11 by 16. So when I saw it, I was like, oh well, let me get it and take it home, so at least I can see what it kind of looks like, so it gives me an idea of what I want. So I won't use this frame, but when I go on the base, the military base, to the hobby craft store, at least I can have an idea so I can tell them what I want. But I want it framed, I want it matted, I want it double matted, so that it'll be housed. But right now it let me know, so I put it in here. So, but this is where it all started. Literally, it's like, oh, my flowers came to life in stamp form. So that made me happy. Mariah threatened me with a good time. She's continuing to threaten me with good times too. The puppies kind of slowed me down a little bit. Hey, Vicky! Just a little bit, but they're getting ready to be a little bit more self-sufficient. But Mom has been good. So that's where they came from. And this one is Joshua, and this one is Tanika, because Joshua was just a whole lot of everything: joyful, outgoing. It's just like I can probably put a name for every little stroke right there. Tanika was more laid back, my laid back child. Both of them were my December 17th babies, 7 years and 7 minutes apart. Then I turned around and had twins that were 7 minutes apart. And my lucky number, favorite number, is 7. Something about 7, right? So there's that. And they stay in their own little box. They're the own stamps that I got housed. And do. But I gotta find, even with cleaning and reorganizing the studio, I had a set that I was gonna gift to when the channel got to 2,000, and I was gonna gift them, like have a drawing or whatever, something like that. But I can't find them. I just don't know what I did with them, and I don't know where else they could be. It's about like the daggum candy I hid from myself. I guess I'll find it one day. But I thought when I went to clean, to move things around, to put them in the drawers, I was going to run across it. I have not. But I'm not stressing over it either. Karen, your craft room looks good. Thank you. Hey, Paula K. How are you? Okay, let's put this somewhere so it doesn't break. Um, Becky, I saw you put up there wax paper, and I'm gonna tell you about that wax paper. I got tired of using it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Or I'll forget. Okay, so these are other frames. Well, that one's got a picture in it already. Huh. And that's my watercolor. Well, let's stick that over there. It's already done. It wasn't supposed to be in the drawer. Let's see, has anybody else got pictures in them? No. So I was going to do one or two things today. But I'm not going to, I was trying not to. Well, for one, I was trying to see how I was going to feel when I went on live because my throat, and I try not to have a shot of anything before I come on here. Your stencils don't stick together. That drives me bananas. My stencils don't stick together. My stencils, I don't know, I got tired of using the paper. Hi, Carol. Isn't this one cute? We're going to we're going to take, remember I did the other things the other day? Well, I did this, but I went back later after I got off the live and I embossed them. So remember this one, I put like a background and just put embossing on there. And I was going to go and see if we can just put it in a frame. And I want to see how it's going to look. But all of these frames, I am personally going to turn them into my own, put my artwork in a frame. Let's see how much we got to cut. Do we want that one? Before I go cutting up stuff, I want to see what it looks like. Oh, okay, so I'll need to put a sentiment in front of it. Put some positive words. Because that was all about today what I was wanting to talk about. Change your mind. I'm using me, myself, and I. Once I changed my mind, I changed my life. Once I used words that were reflecting on me moving forward, it made things a whole lot better for me. So I'm thinking about going in on my Cricut and putting words like endurance, persistent, drive, consistency, and then put them in a big font or something beautiful and then put it on top of there. That's what I'm going to do because that won't look. So we got 1, 2, and then I stamp that one. So that's kind of what I did when we got off the live the other day. And then I stamped these, stamped on the black paper and then embossed it. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. And I've already cut off the other half and sent it in Happy Mail because I sent out some Happy Mail to a couple people just to let them know. I was thinking about them because I haven't seen them around the tube in a while. The other thing you also can do is take, not these prints, I got to get a print. Take something like this one. Let's just put it like upside down because it's got the thing. You get to go around it and see how you want it. And be like, oh, I can put that in a frame. And then like put words like, let me tell you. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take the phrase that P says, we can entertain a thought without accepting it. I am definitely going to put that in a frame with a 5x7 with a nice bold font because sometimes people just need to know you don't have to accept what I'm saying, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna entertain it because it's not just one way. It's not my way or your way. It's kind of like our way, and then let's come to a common ground. Let's agree to disagree or something like that. You know what I mean? Y'all hold on for a second. Oh, it is different. I can tell I closed my door. Okay, sorry, y'all. We're double duty in the day. Mr. McCoy doing his thing because he's home. I had to go. Okay, so the phrase "we can entertain a thought without accepting it." When P said it, she said it like several times, but it's like one day it just slapped the hell out of me, and it was like boom. And then it made me think about it. It's like, I have a voice too. Because remember, we're over here honing in on who we are as women, mostly because most of the people I talk to are women. But men, I think men don't have this problem. Not all men. Or if they do, then they have to say so. But for most women, we're too busy being people pleasers. We're too busy trying to make sure everybody's okay. We're too busy trying to make sure nobody's feelings are hurt. And most of the time, in the process of doing all of that, we get hurt, we get left behind, and so we have to find words. And I want you to either take some of the words that I use, um, and use them for yourself. Like they're the ones that has helped me over the years. I will say over the years, definitely over the last 6 years. My life has definitely did a 180. I don't like to say a 360 because a 360 is turning around and put you right back to where you are. You got to do a 180, or you got to do whatever, like from you don't want to, I don't do 360s, is my point. 360s is a full complete circle and it puts you right back to where you were. So 180 is turning, you turn. Now you're walking the other way, right? And words that usually, for me, that reflect that are words like faith and hope, which we did the word thing on Monday. Here we are at Wednesday already. Like hope and trust. We did hope, we had trust, we had um, faith. Where did I do with those? Oh, there they are. They're right here. Right here. We had grace, compassion, kindness, peace, empathy, mercy, faith, love, happiness. Was that it? Yeah, that was it. Was it not? That was good. That was good. Now we have one more. I feel like we had more than that. Yeah, there we go. We had delight, grateful, warm, and joy, hope, believe. All that. See how it's dried up? It is so pretty. Say 180 makes more sense to me as well. Yeah, most people's like, oh, she did 360. And I was like, they did? Okay. I mean, but it's, again, we can entertain a thought without accepting it. We can agree with somebody else says, well, 360 just makes more sense to me. Okay, well, let's talk about it. Paula K says, I'm doing well. I will be doing lives later than I normally do for a little while. I joined a boot camp that goes from 4 to 5 my time, working on me, mind, body, and spirit. Paula K, I love that. And just to let you know, if so you can put on your calendar, if you can join, March the 22nd is our next live Zoom. I like that. I like when a woman says that she's working on her. I mean, I like when men say it too, but men don't have to be taught. It doesn't take 5, 6 years for men to do it. Men usually say, all right, you know what? I'm going to work on me. I'm going to go explore the world, or I'm going to go explore my thoughts. I'm going to do whatever. And they usually do some things. And they usually, if you look at a clock, they usually go from 12 to 1. Now, they don't go from 12 to 6. We as women want them to go from 12 to 6. Sometimes we need to go from 12 to 12:05 or to 12:10 while we're complaining about them going from 12 to 1, right? Most of the time, and I'm speaking for me, most of the time, if there's an issue or if there's something that kind of gets me and get my feathers ruffled around here on the ranch, it's not Mr. McCoy, it's me. It's me. And it's because I haven't communicated maybe something that I want to be done or said or something like that, right? So now I just tell him clearly. I'll be like, hold on, let me tell you this. So that way I can say I said it. And then if we come back later on, it doesn't get done or whatever. It's not that I didn't say it. It's not that I didn't communicate it. It's maybe you didn't hear me, or it wasn't that important to you. And I don't get upset about it because what's important to me, usually it's not important to him, right? Right now, getting them puppies rehomed, that's very important to me. It's important to him, but it's very, very important to me. So how that gets done, it's kind of a teamwork kind of thing, and we both have to do it together. And he'll get to the place where he'll be like, "Well, I just won't ask you anything. I won't ask you nothing else today." And I was like, "No, that's not what I'm saying." So for me, I have to back up, and for one, I have to check my tone. Be like, "Wait, how'd you just deliver that?" Because we both come from homes where we had parents, well, not parents, we had mothers who were very, very like cutthroat. I mean, they look at you, and basically if you ain't moved, they would throw on a shoe or something at you. And so both of us have kind of like the same love hate relationship for our mothers. My dad has passed on. It's been 26 years last month since he's been gone. Um, and he could do wrong, but most of the time he couldn't do no wrong. And it was pretty much because he was so laid back. And we were alike. Whereas me and my mom, we were night and day. Um, but we're getting better. I can't say, for Mr. McCoy and his mom, because a boy and his mom, that that sometimes it's either they're too much over here or they're too much over here, and I want a happy medium, because that's one of the key things when I was dating in the very beginning, even in my first marriage. I wanted a man that loved his mother but didn't need her permission for everything that he did. That's how that was. And I also wanted a mother in law that didn't want her be in my business, because my business wasn't her business, right? Now, my first mother in law, she passed on. It's been 26 years. Well, it'll be 26 years this year, because my dad died in February and my kids lost two grandparents that year. They lost my dad in February and they lost my ex husband's mother in September. That was hard. But she didn't get in business. And then the other thing I don't like is, if you're not married and you haven't been married, there's really not too much you can tell me, except for what'd you do wrong that you're not married. You can tell me that, maybe, so I can pay attention to if I need to listen. You know. Hi, Lisa. Lisa, how's the weather there? Zell says, wait, y'all talking amongst yourself? I think. Adding. I don't know how you plan on adding the wording to that beautiful purple background, but if you don't want to lose too much of it, you can put the wording on vellum and lay it over that background. Okay, so here's the I don't know if you saw when I did the tour on the studio. I have, let me get it. I got some transfer paper. I think that's what it's called. I think that's what it's called. What is this? Transfer tape, which is clear, and then I can put it on there. So that, or either I have some gold, because that's purple, but I don't know if that'll be the one that I use. And when I'm talking about using the things that I'm going to put in a frame, most of them are ones that I pretty much have. They're scrappy like. But if I did use this one, I would go as much to the edge as I could, so I could keep, because this is a beautiful piece, right? And you cut out that much. And I would probably put something like peace in the middle. I wouldn't want to cover it up for sure, for sure. But yeah. Gotta go now. Catch the rest later on. Okie dokie, Becky. See you later. When mom spoke, she expected instant response, or she would stand on front of where you were doing, yeah, pull, yeah. Oh, well, see, back in my time, we ain't had no computers, and Lord knows we ain't look at too much TV. We have been out working on the yard. Oh, nice, Lisa. So there, we got the same thing. I went walking yesterday, and yesterday it was I walked in, I see we already got blooms. But what that means is it's gonna come, like the peach trees have blooms, the plum trees have blooms, and the pear trees are getting blooms. The apple trees just got leaves, of course, not blooms yet. So it's gonna work out. I'm excited. I'm excited. But 85. It's gonna be 85 next week. That's just too hot. I mean, it's March. Just I'm just saying. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying. All right, let's move these frames. But so yeah, that's the idea. Maybe is to get you some frames, and get them from a dollar store. So you can decide if you like them. And especially if you're one of those type people that like to decorate on the wall. That wasn't, isn't, I think, thought I had some that were, I guess I don't have any of these, but you can get plaque-like ones, and then you can, put them. But these have stands on them. So, you put your art in there and, make your own little whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, let's move these out of the way. And I feel like I've missed something. I gotta pull my notebook out. Pull my notebook out. Where is that? I bought me some 12 by 12 black paper. All right, let's see. Do, 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 do. Nope. And the bumblebees are out. I literally can hear the bumblebees right now. I don't know if I'd be quiet if y'all could hear them, but they're all over the place now. That puppy's mad. Y'all hear me? That puppy is mad. Okay. Nope, I don't see. Okay, I thought I had something I needed to ask for some clarification, but I guess not. Oh, I did get it. It was for Ava Lee. So if y'all go over to the community, I did put Ava Lee's it's an interview with her daughter for her daughter. Go over and check it out and leave a comment or something. I just was like, I told her, I was like, I know you're super duper excited, because we as parents, when we get the kiddos and they get stuff, it makes us happy. All right, we're gonna use. I need to use this, so I said I wasn't gonna pull out my palette. I'm gonna use this. And I have a question. Have y'all had these? Anybody had these shimmer paint sprays? I'm curious. So proud to have my Karen McCoy original on my desk in the studio. Makes me happy every time I sit at my desk. Oh, that makes my heart happy. I think I'm going to put that on a shirt. That makes my heart happy. Where are we? But these right here, they're shimmer craft sprays. I got them yesterday when I went and had a doctor's appointment yesterday. And I'm here to let y'all know my doctor's appointment went very well. My doctor's very pleased with all things. So my eye appointment, we're right in line. A1C is going down. She didn't up my medicine. She wants to see what all my blood work is going to be. But she told me to stay on the track that I'm on and keep doing what I'm doing. I've lost a whole nother 7 pounds. Not that I was trying to. But when you eat right and you do right and you don't put all those preservatives in your body, that's what happens. You kind of just start losing some weight or not holding on to a lot of stuff. We had an ice storm last night. Everything was covered, and ooh. Okay, so Lydia, you must be up there where Amy K is, because Amy K said that they had an ice storm. Is all y'all in that New York? Well, Amy K is in Pennsylvania, and Tara is in New York. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. And so that's what they said they had. Oh, you're in Connecticut. Okay, right. You're up above me. That puppy needs to stop. He's just got me so. That's too much. And now it's 51 degrees. Is it so is the sun out so it can melt some of that daggum snow though? Some of that ice, because that's the thing. All right, Julie Parker, see you later. Lisa, you missed the puppies again. I started the live off with the puppy today. I did, with his big old self. All right, we're gonna do. Well, I'm gonna do it until I feel like I don't want it no more. I never decide on not. Lauren laid out over there. She went to the groomers this morning and got her paws done. Who is on here? Let's see. Rhonda's on here. All y'all that was on here, I think, was it Monday? Was it Monday when I used that That violet, yes, it was Monday when I used that violet oxide. And I found out as I was in Michael's trying to get it, and I was like, where's it at? They don't have it. And I saw that it was discontinued. So I did a deep dive yesterday and went down the rabbit hole and just putting it out there to see if, I could find some. And I found out that I have an art supply store, an Alabama art supply store here, and they had the the way they described it was a little different, but it said it wasn't in ounces or anything like that. So they had one size of one, because this right here is one fluid ounce. It wasn't like that, so I can't even remember what it was. But it was supposed to be delivered by the UPS man today, and I feel like the UPS man done has come, and I'm not sure if Mr. McCoy went, but I think I'm going to see when I get there. But I think I got some coming. And I also ordered the violet oxide regular because this is fluid acrylic. And I went ahead and ordered the regular, um, what is it? Regular paint, the regular, whatever this is, professional, and one heavy body. Because I want to see what the difference of it is. I mean, I know fluid is fluid, but I want to see is the color the same. All right. Yes, Sonny. I chopped and cleared all the ice so it would dry. Man, I don't miss that. I used to hate that in Colorado because we had the hills on our driveway. And trust me, I bust my butt on some daggum ice that you just didn't see it coming. Just didn't see it coming. Lisa said, I've been using my McCoy papers in the 100-day. Oh, well, that means you're going to be using them up. I got a whole nother box I just showed earlier. So let me know if you run out and want some more. Because these I got more, they got more paint on them. They got more paint on them now that I know that people actually want the scraps. I do more paint. Rhonda says, I have never used the regular golden paints, just the fluids or high flows. Really? So Rhonda, had you heard of that? Have you used that color? That violet oxide? So I told Eddie I would get once I get the other one and see. I just want to see if the color is still the same. Because this, when you see violet oxide, that looks nothing like violet oxide, but it's PR 101. And I went down the rabbit hole of, just what it is. So it was a beautiful color. It just was. And I got it. Now I see how I got it on sale because it was being discontinued. You have the dioxazine purple. Yeah, no, that is totally. It's not even purple. Out, look, we'll flip it. We'll flip it out, because I pulled out. Um, this one is violet oxide. This one is red oxide. And when I got them, I thought it's like oxides, all the things. And watching P use all the things she was using, but when you look at it, it is nowhere near. And I did a deep dive with it, and it has some purple in it, but it's more natural or synthetic or whatever that was. And quinacridone crimson was close, but we gonna see. 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 Hey, Christina. Hey, Pam. What's up? So we're gonna get to slapping some paint, slapping some paint on some paper for real, for real. This is my Pagan All palette. Let's see, I can't flip it. It is engraved like under the bottom. It has slapping paint on paper. I should have flipped it over before I put water in here. I can't flip it now. Can I? Yeah, I'll make a mess. But it's my little travel. As I was moving stuff into my toolboxes, I realized, ran across it, and I hadn't used it. So I was just like, well, girl, you need to pull it out and get to using it. And so we shall. All right, let's pull. Oh, we need our water. See how we just on the fly. I'm collecting. I'm going to collect probably like 10 toilet paper rolls because my granddaughter is coming for spring break. So I'm going to have a project. Going to have 3 projects ready for her, and we're going to do the toilet paper rolls to make her some holders for her pencils and things. So we're going to decoupage some toilet paper holders, put some I got some little bunny rabbits. Where are they? Some little bunny rabbits from the dollar store that we're gonna put on there. And that's gonna be cute. There we go. It does not look violet at all. It does not. That's why I was like, maybe they discontinued it because they got it wrong. But if you do look up violet oxide PR101, then you'll see what's in it. And it does have, I want to say, some dioxazine purple, just a little, just a smidge. Because if you take red iron oxide, I think that's the one it said, and put some dioxazine purple with it, it does give you that color. Kind of does. I learned something. So how's everybody doing today? Pam, I was on your live Tuesday, which would have been last night. Yeah, but I don't get in the chat because I be trying to go back to sleep. And then I was like, nope, Karen, going to sleep because then I would have been not good today at all. We have to get our priorities, and sleep was my priority. Needed it. Even so much so I told Mr. McCoy, it's like, nope, I want sleep. I want to sleep. You're gonna snore. He looked like, what the hell? It's like, I haven't had sleep in 3 nights, and it's because you snore, and I wake up and I just sit there and be wanting to just slap you because you're snoring. Which is why I came to have the conversation with, you got to change your mind, right? Because my whole mindset was just like, oh. And then I already wasn't feeling good. I really wasn't feeling good, but I was, trying to psych myself out. But it was okay. Didn't worry about it too much. All right, let's move this over here. Where is that? Oh, God, I got them on the same thing again. Oh, well, no worries. Just have to do my chat. Let's see, where's the chat? Chat box. There it is. All right. Yeah, no snoring in Pam chat, right? And then she was doing something. When she be doing something that I'd be like, oh, that looks interesting. And then I sit up and pull my head off the pillow, and I'd be like, nope. Especially if it be 3 o'clock in the morning, knowing that I'm gonna sit there, and I'll be, next thing you know, it'll be 5 o'clock, and then I'll be trying to go to sleep, knowing I gotta get up. But not last night. It was more earlier this morning when was it Anna? Anna was on. So I was just like, oh Lord, that means she getting ready to do something that I'm gonna want to see, and I don't want to. Let's go to sleep. Go to sleep. And that's kind of what I try to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can relate, right? So if we have anybody that's new here, and you didn't know, I'm Karen McCoy, and in this space, I like to create joy. And at the same time, I like to kind of reflect and have a little talk. Honestly, I'm just a little too transparent some days, and some days, I'm not. But most of the time, I'm pretty much going to tell more of my business than probably family or husband would like me to. But it's not about them, it's all about me, and it's all about you, so that we can have creativity and truth. Because you know what? It can heal places in us that words alone sometimes cannot reach. We get together and we get to hang out. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, you just happen to be scrolling through and YouTube said, hey, try this channel, and you just are, do kind of hang out. I'm not asking you to commit right now, but after about maybe 15, give me at least 10 minutes, hang out at least 10 minutes. That way the algorithms do real good. But if you do and you like it, do hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up, so you can, tell YouTube, hey, keep bringing her back, keep bringing me things like this. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, I do. So, and whether you're painting or whether you're a journaler, whatever you are, I think over here you get to come doing what you do, and then I get to have a conversation while we either drink coffee, run errands, or work, whatever it is that you're doing. However, when you're listening, it's okay. What you do need to know, you are exactly where you need to be. So today we're talking about something that quietly shapes every part of our lives. There comes a moment in life when you realize something that can be both uncomfortable and freeing at the same time. And remember, we can entertain a thought without accepting it. Y'all know what? Your life is not always stuck. Because sometimes life sucks. Sometimes it does. Sometimes you could be thinking that. But the realization can feel heavy sometimes. But you know what that means? It means don't what do you say? Don't blame everything on the circumstances that's going on around you. Don't even blame people or the timing, or don't even just say it's luck or it's good luck or bad luck, right? Because those are words that kind of get stuck. Thinking can change. I'm telling you from experience, when I changed my thought process, life began to move again for me. And I can only say that from a place of I kind of shut down after my son. I didn't shut down after my daughter, but I shut down a little bit after my son. And then COVID happened, so that really just helped me to shut down even more, right? But you for me, I kind of got back up when I started saying words like I want to create joy. When I start using words like joy, when I start using words like, oh, I want to have peace. I don't want to keep pulling up these bad feelings. I don't want to keep having to feel this way every day, right? So I changed my words, changed my thought process, changed who was responsible for my happiness. I would get up in the morning and I'd be like, hey, you were the best thing that God woke up this morning and is, right? That way, I wasn't allowing anybody else to make or break my day. Hey, Ava Lee, you didn't get the notification. I don't understand why that is. Now, Ava Lee, I'm gonna tell you like I tell everybody else. Check your thing over there that kind of says notification. It doesn't say notifications. When you hit that drop down box, it'll say subscribe. No, it doesn't. Yeah, unfriend, something like that. And personalization. See if you have it on all, because for some people they didn't have it on all. Sometimes that works. And then sometimes, YouTube just be doing that YouTube stuff. Now let's talk about paintbrushes real quick. Now I see this is a new brush that I got. Whose brush was this? Debbie brushes these are. Debbie Walker. It's too small. I'm having problems with it in my hand. And these are all my small brushes. So that means I gotta go over here and get a big brush because I don't like gripping my brushes. I want to use them, but I don't want to use them. I don't want to be all tight. And I think I put it up. Yeah, we don't like when you don't get notifications, especially when I go on early. Okay, let's get this one out. That one is a size. It'll work. Nope, no big ones. All right, let's start this over. Like you can see the difference. I like barrel. I like barrel. It's a bell for me, and the choices. Yeah, that's it. The bell, and click on all, so that way you'll be notified. All it could be now. If it's already has all, then it's just YouTube. It could be your notifications. I don't know. Or does it sometimes give it to you? Look, it's like sometimes it gives it to you, and sometimes it doesn't. That could be it too. Not sure. Not sure. Okay. So when I started thinking about what I wanted changed, well, when I decided that I needed change, then I had to ask myself the question is, what does change look like? And sometimes most people underestimate how powerful your thoughts really, really are. Your thoughts quietly direct your decisions every day before you even get out of bed. Like you haven't even rolled over and pulled the cover off yourself, and you're already dreading maybe the day, or maybe you're happy about the day. Sometimes, I don't know. Your thoughts. really, really can make or break your day. And that's what I had to really learn because, my thoughts were influencing how I got up out of the bed. My thoughts was even influencing how I walked into work some days, right? And then sometimes how I was responding, not to what people said, but how I was responding to my own thoughts, right? How do you imagine your future? What does that look like for you? All my notifications are turned on. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that it's just being a jerk. Because when I was on Amy's channel, she's like, Karen, I just got your notification that you're going live in 30 minutes. And usually with Mariah, with theirs, I usually get it 30 minutes ahead of time. So I don't know. The only ones that I think don't really come up like that for me is usually the ones that are not scheduled sometimes. Oh, that's a whole lot better. See how we free flowing? Kind of pop that down there and give it a little bit more body. And then I don't have to choke up on my brush because I don't like choking up on my brush. No choking going on. Just kind of like to hold it and just slap it down and let it go and do what it want to do. There we go. Oh, we got 3 there. Oh, let's do another size with another brush. But I don't want your words to be the director of your life. I want you to be the star of your life. I want you to be the star. I feel like this is a way out. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit. I feel like we can go in a little bit. Where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where. All right, digital Dropbox. That's a little better. It's too far out, so you can see a little bit. Little bit better. And then if I do, hey, Allie K, then if I pull out the big gel plate, then I just have to zoom back out. That's all. But I don't think, I do have something on gel plate too. But it's Wednesday. We're going to play it by ear. Okay, we're going to kind of pull that way and kind of stifle a little stipple in there. Draw that down there. Don't like that. Bring that on around. There we go. And drop that down. Say drop down and get your wiggle on, girl. I don't hear the puppies no more, so I wonder if the mama got in the box. Oh, and she's gotten a little, because y'all know, mama dogs are the same way as women. You get clogged up. So she got a little clogged up. Had to sit down with her. Had to sit down with her and, put a warm compress on them puppies. I wish I could have just put her in the shower like I had to do. But I knew she was not going to go for that. Okay, there we go. Let's put that over there. That works out. You say you had to unsubscribe and reactivate channels before correct. Not really. Huh. That's a lot to do. But if it works, it works. I mean, we want to do whatever we want to do so we can make it work. Make it do what it do. But I want y'all to think about words. I want you to think about words. We started with words on Monday. And I want you to think about if you woke up, when you wake up in the morning, if you said something like, I'm going to create a beautiful day. I'm going to create the best future that anybody has ever seen. It's just like Mariah says, I am going to win that trophy. And like the more you say it, the more your mind starts to believe in it, the more your body automatically starts doing these things to make these things happen. I truthfully believe that. Why? Because it's been 6 years, it'll be 7 years this year since I've suffered the terrible loss, right? And then in 2020, he died in 2019. 2021, I was doing something different in my life. And instead of just like, I don't want to do anything different, I'm just, whatever. Instead of saying something very, very negative, I started speaking life. Hey, Shauna. That's what I did. I started speaking life. It was difficult, but I refused to give in to oh, I'm just going to sit here and just cry my life away. I wasn't going to do that. I changed the soundtrack that was playing. I wanted it to sound something like, I'm capable. Not I'll figure it out. It's gonna work out. And then I'll say maybe like this is difficult, but I can grow through it, right? I can go grow through it because when other people have a soundtrack that's playing, they always say things like this, like you're always messing things up, or you're always crying, or you're always talking about what was, or you're always talking. I remember when I came back from Germany, people were like, you're always talking about Germany. I mean, because that was a time in my life that I was very much so happy, but it bothered people because they weren't there. They didn't understand the experience. And it took me probably about a year before I stopped saying, "Oh, in Germany we did this, in Germany we did that, in Germany." It took me a minute because it was a part of my life that I was happy with, right? And sometimes people are just not interested in things that don't excite them. Most of the time, they're the people that usually are sucking you dry, like they got a hold on you like a leech or a tick on a dog. You know what I mean? You got to let those people go. But many of them are simply just, I don't know, they don't, I'm not going to say it that way, we're just going to leave that alone, you know. But what I did do is I rewrote the pain. I rewrote the life that the pain was, like how pain was the star in the show. I rewrote the script so that joy could be the star, so that peace could be the star, so that joy and peace and happiness and grace and all those things, I wanted those things to be the star. I didn't want the tears to be the star anymore. I wanted, that's just how I wanted. So the pain made me rewrite my story. Pain has a way of editing the story we tell ourselves. When someone betrays you, the mind may quietly write a sentence that kind of maybe say, people can't be trusted. You know, you know that, be like, oh, you know what, I'm just done, I'm done. Mine was, I'm done with women. Every time you turn around, they just got daggers. They don't want to see you win. They just don't want to see you win. They're just jealous. That was my narrative, right? Just that was it. And when something you tried didn't work out, another sentence, kind of came up and be like, I'm not good at this. It's like, okay, I'm just not good at friends. So I'm just not good at female friends. I was okay. I was accept just having male friends, and I was cool with that. That was the narrative. That's where it was. But when you criticize your own self and you dismiss or misunderstand yourself, or when people misunderstand you or they criticize you, the mind sometimes turns that moment into what? A label that we carry for life. The dangerous part is when we carry the label forward. Like we label ourselves. I'm not even talking about what other people do to you. I'm talking about what you do to yourself. Because remember, it's self. We got to worry about ourselves. We cannot change what our husband, our children, we can't change them. We can only work on ourselves. And what I want you to do is I want you to get out that label maker and I want you to start bringing out all the positive words. Because a painful experience becomes a permanent identity if you don't decide to change your narrative. The moment becomes a definition. And the dangerous part is it's not the moment itself. You've probably mastered it and made it bigger. You probably could have recovered sooner. But those narratives came, and you stuck that label on it, and you're like, that's just it. And then that moment just, it's been defined in your life. For me, the painful chapter, it did not get to write. I did not, luckily, I didn't write the entire book. Luckily for me, I literally wrote a book for real, dropped all of that negativity in that book. How I did this, how I'm doing this, and and what the outcome and what I want and what I want to do. And that helped me recognize the thoughts that now I am running my life on. You know what I mean? So when you decide that you're going to change the narrative, because many people never stop long enough to examine their thinking. They simply live inside it. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I'm never going to do it right. I should have been better. I should have done better. I'm too late. I'm not enough. It's too late to change. I'm too old to change. I'm never going to be good enough for him, her, or them. But those statements are rarely the truth. They are usually old beliefs that that you never challenged. And I'm challenging you today. Look here, I'm challenging each and every one of you. If any of those hit you, and I mean, if I stepped on the toe, just be like, oh Lord, that hurt. Just move your feet a little bit to the left, and I won't step on them next go round. I promise. But if it did, I want you to change. Those are old beliefs that were never challenged. I want you to challenge them because, like old furniture, sometimes stay in our mental house long after they stop serving us. Like I just redid my desk, the base of my desk, the foundation of what I create on every single day right here needed to be changed because I have a tendency to lean on it. And y'all know the old one, it broke down and I had put a brick and a piece of wood up under it to hold it up. Those are old beliefs. That was me asking the desk to still do what I wanted to do when I first did it. Well, it served me. I've had that desk, that piece of furniture, those end pieces. Oh Lord, we were in Colorado. Let's see, we moved there in 2013. Maybe I got them in 2015, and here we are in 2026, and I'm still asking for the same thing. No, sometimes you have to change your thought processes, right? Like the start of this, I showed y'all a walk around the studio with the tool chest. Now I see a good foundation. So that's how I'm challenging you to challenge your thoughts that no longer serve you. Renew your mind, right? And renewing your mind does not happen by accident. You're gonna have to give yourself some hard truths. Be like, and I don't mean you ain't gotta let everybody know what you're thinking. You ain't even got don't even you ain't got to put it in chat. Just be like, you know what? I am very negative to myself. I am very negative to myself. Like I tell myself stuff that I just, girl, shut up talking to yourself like that. That's what you need to tell yourself. And then put something positive in there, right? Like I told y'all, what I tell y'all about when you wake up in the morning, who is the best thing? God woke up this morning. Who? You are. And you'd be like, well, everybody's saying it. Yeah, everybody's saying it. We all saying it because we are. And it is. Boom. All right, we're going to do this right here because I got to want something. Wiggle, wiggle. Drop it in, drop it in. Now watch this. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Ooh, watch this. Ooh, look it. I love that. It never gets old. Makes my heart happy every time I do it. Just watch it. Make it real deep. So by the time it dries, it's gonna be very, very much so beautiful. Oh, look at that. Alright, let's see. Let's come over here, put a little bit right there. A little bit right there. There we go. Drop some of that in there. Okay, boom. Okay, okay, it'll dry up. I just had to. We're gonna do a little bit more loosey-goosey. Hold on. Let's get this one. Got to change size of the brush. Y'all see it? We're changing brush sizes. We're on brush number 3. Give your girl a hand clap of praise. Because y'all know me, I can do everything with a number 8. A round brush. Oh, that wasn't woke up. Let's put the butt. Can we get a little butt in there? There we go. Let's see if we can get 2. Oh, it dropped over there. We'll use that one later. Put that there. Get that one to come on out of there. We're not going to worry. We're going to use it. Ooh, look it. Go around. Don't let it go. Boom. Connect it. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so cute. Now take this one and kind of pull it out a little bit, but we're still going to shimmer it around because we're going to use it. We don't waste no paint. Don't waste no paint at all. Just going to kind of keep that together there. Boom. And let's do that again. Put some on the butt right there. Get enough. Put some yellow on the tip. That's what I like about this big brush. Right. Let's go right there, lay it down and squiggle. Yes, look at that. A little bit more water on there. Get some more on the butt, a little on the tip. And squiggle, 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 squiggle. There we go. Ooh, isn't that cute? That's cute. Love that. All right, let's keep doing that. I think that's a purple up there. Let's see if we can get tip in there. Get some of that on the butt. Hopefully I got enough. Oh, yes. Look at that. Does that not make your heart happy? Ooh, child. I'm just saying. These are the things that I do so that I can have joy. And in the conversation of challenging my thoughts, I've become more aware of when the negative Karen shows up. And I tell the negative Karen, I'll be like, hey, positive Karen got this. We good. You're not welcome today. Go on. Move on over. We got this. You can go over there and sit down. Go give that conversation to somebody else. As a matter of fact, don't just change your thought process because we don't need to be negative today. We want to be positive, right? And you got to ask the important questions. Y'all know I tell you got to ask questions. Ask the important question. Is this actually true? So if you're telling yourself something like you're not worthy or they don't want you in the room or something that's very very negative or I'm too big, I'm too old, I'm too this, I'm too that, right? Is it actually true? Right? Is it actually true? Not emotionally true, not familiar, not something you've repeated for years yourself, but is it really true? But factually true. For example, I always fail. Do you though? Do you though? And when you answer the question, and remember, this is a thing, this is a time that you're having these conversations with yourself. You're not talking to your husband, you're not talking to your children, you're talking to yourself. And then you're going to answer the question, and then you're going to journal like if you say it's true, if you say it's true, right? If you say it's true, then after that, then you're going to have to deal with it because it sounds convincing to you. But when you slow down, you realize it's not an accurate portrayal of who you are. If you were someone who always failed, you would not be here today, learning, growing, and showing up. You just wouldn't. Most of you have YouTube channels. You wouldn't have a YouTube channel because if you always failed, nobody would have seen you. So you would have failed. So it's not factual. Okay, that go to UPS man, Mr. McCoy. Can you go to he late. He good and late today. Oh, he coming just in time. Would it be time to pull out that gel plate? Hold on, I gotta get this. I want some more purple over here, and I've kind of contaminated a little bit with my orange. We need more on the tip. And let's kind of get that butt in there. Yeah, put some more on there. There we go. Um, so if you always fail, you wouldn't have a YouTube channel. If you always failed, you wouldn't have a job. If you always failed, like just go down the gamut of just that. Oh man, okay, that must be true because I don't always fail. And another example is like we say this a lot. I'm too late to change. I just want you to know history is full of people. Y'all know KFC? Y'all remember the Colonel, Kentucky Fried Chicken? Y'all do know when he started his business, right? You know that, right? But history is full of people who began entirely new chapters later in life. Hey, Lynn. So, always is not a word that sometimes you need to be, that needs to be put in a sentence with you. Because really, look, let me give you a little mind, little psychology right now. The human brain remains capable of learning, adapting, and forming new patterns as long as you're willing to input, right? It's a real thing. It's not a fake thing. It's a real thing. It's called neuroplasticity. The brain's ability to recognize itself by forming new connections, that's a real thing. They always say, oh, you can't teach your old dog new tricks. I beg to differ. We have an old dog. I guess we can call Lauren and Boaz. They're the old dogs. And when they get around here, they have to learn how to adapt to the new dogs. So you can teach your old dog new tricks. You can. Now, the question is, do you want to? Do you want to learn something different? A lot of people are very complacent. A lot of people are just content with their lives. They don't want to change. Their mind is like concrete. They don't want to change. But the brain is a living tissue. It changes with practice. They say something would take 30 days or 7 days, 7 or 30 days to make a habit, a new habit. For me, with my YouTube journey, I said, okay, I'm going to take 2025. When I came out of 2024, my goal was to be live Monday and Wednesday, every Monday and Wednesday in 2025. So what I could do, hold myself accountable, first of all, that I could do it. And I had to practice. I had to have a lot of discipline. I had to do a lot of rediscovering who I was. I had to do a lot of things. I had to do a lot of back work before I could come and show up here publicly. And then now it's like it's worked. So now it's just like, listen, you can do whatever you want to do, but you have to be willing to want to change. Because choosing thoughts rooted in truth, that's what's going to make it happen. Right? Instead of, I can't handle this or I can't do this, just begin practicing. This is hard, but I will face it. One step at a time, one day at a time, one live at a time, one video at a time, one, check it out, brush stroke at a time. People are like, I want to learn how to paint like you. I don't want you to learn how to paint like me. I want you to learn how to paint like you. Because my painting comes through a lot of pain. Sometimes the darker the painting, a lot of pain had to go into it. So painting like me comes from pain. God maybe don't want you to paint like me. Maybe he wants you to paint like you so that you can show up and show somebody else how to paint from a different place. I happen to show people how living life after a tragic loss and still knowing that you can create joy, you still can make your heart happy. That's who I am, right? So I want you to practice whatever it is that you need to be learning, whatever it is you thought about doing. I want you to do it. I challenge you. Write it down on the board, stick it on the refrigerator so everybody get the memo. And maybe it's saying no. Hey Darcy, I was watch your video of paper pages this morning. Maybe it's saying no, because y'all know sometimes we have to say no. But your past, it shaped you, but it does not have to imprison you, especially if you've had tragedy or you've had something that really, really, really rocked your world. But you can rewire the brain. The brain slowly learns a new direction. Okay? Renewing your mind, for me, it was more of a spiritual thing. It was one of the things I was like, I know God just like got tired. It's like, oh, there's that girl begging again. And then I got to the place where I was asking for a thing, but I wasn't actively doing a thing. They say faith without works is what? Dead. So I had to start believing. I mean, that's enough. I think, oh, I got to do one more because I'm enjoying those tricolors, y'all. I'm enjoying it. I am. I love this brush with this. Oh, wait a minute. Where did my sprayer go? Where did I do with it? Let me move these before I be done sprayed them in my paint. That ain't what I want. I've contaminated the yellow. Because y'all know yellow is my happy color. Let's kind of get that booty wet. See, so we do the tip in one color and the butt in another color. And then you get this beautifulness. And you drop that paint down. Oh, look at that. Oh. That's just beautiful. Then come on the other side with my upside downness. Please get my left-handedness. And swiggle, swiggle that brush. Boom. Let's make the next one nice and wet because we still got a lot of paint on that. A lot of paint still on that brush. Let's try to go all the way around as far as I can go because this one's upside down. Upside down, you're turning me, giving love instinctively, round and round. Something like that. I won't sing for y'all. Drop some color in there. There we go. But I'm going to have to go to Birmingham now that I know we got a daggone art store in Birmingham. I looked at it on the website and I was just impressed. Don't know how I didn't know that. Don't know. All right, and this one, I want this one. Let's see. This way. So we'll put that brush there and kind of squiggle, squiggle, swiggle, squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. A little bit more right there to make it look like it went through there and then come out there. Boom. Boom. All right, I'm going to put the brush down because I'll be doing that all day. I enjoy that. That makes me happy. Squiggle, squiggles. That's what I call it. It's my technique. Squiggle, squiggle. If you're not squiggle, squiggle in that brush, then it's not going to give it to you. You got to squiggle, squiggle, all the things. All right. Now we can pull out this brush only and put the other ones on to dry. Don't leave your brushes in the water, guys. Karen, is it watercolor paper or plain cardstock? Oh, this is watercolor paper. Yeah, anytime mostly you see me putting watercolors out, it is definitely watercolor paper. And actually, this is Five Below watercolor paper, actually. To let you know it's not expensive watercolor paper. It's Five Below. Remember I told y'all to go get practice pads from Five Below. Don't spend a whole lot of money on, especially if you're just starting out. Especially if you're just starting out with watercolor. Hey, Evie, how are you? Evie Eden, is that a new one? Are you new? I don't remember. The name seems, I think I might be thinking about Catherine, though. Because hers is something like that. Something like that. But how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Create Joy Studio, where we create joy, where we heal one brushstroke at a time. Literally. And we are actually slapping paint on paper today. Mr. McCoy must be doing his thing. Because I thought he was in the chat earlier. Ooh, let's mix that green up. That's a lot of paint. I know. Well, hold on. Let's get something to mix it with. Yeah, I just need that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I do remember you, Evie. Yes, because you were on when I was gel printing one day and you asked me, did I watercolor? I knew the name had seemed familiar. I thought I had, but it reminds me of Catherine's channel name, too. Because Catherine's channel name is, okay, he's going to get my, because I was going to make y'all hold on and I go get that out the box. It's only because we want to see what we're getting. Because we done ran into something new. Now, Karen, you know that's too high. I know it might be. Yes, and now you get to see me watercoloring. Yes, there we go. Watercoloring and talking about changing your mind and changing your life. So I love that. And then you know what? Even you came in right at the time where I'm talking about learning something new. Cause she says she loves watercolor. 62 and just did you get that? Just started 2 months ago. It's never too late to teach your brain something new. Now, let's go from a place of pain. Let's go from a place of someone wronged you, someone hurt you. And you got to you probably saying you want me to do what? You want me to change my thought process on how I feel about them? I do because it's going to help you in the long run to change your life, right? I want you to change the narrative. Don't rehearse the fear all day. Don't rehearse what they've done to you. Don't rehearse the bad things. Like we do the bad things so much that we can't even celebrate when something good happens. Like, we can't celebrate the fact that we are all here. We're all creatives. We all have learned how to do something different in our lives. And because we've had so much tragedy or we've spoke so much negative, we just don't even know how to say, hey, I'm doing a great job. Hold on, let me open the door and get my package. Move, Simon. Hi, Simon. Simon, like, I want to go in the studio. Okay, we got a big box here, though. Y'all, and I did just ordered it. When was it? Um, Monday. Yeah, I think it was Monday. All right. I won't open it. I'm gonna finish. I gotta finish painting. We're not gonna squirrel. We're gonna finish what we're doing. Putting these leaves on here. That's what we're gonna do. But if we have been treated badly, don't compound it by treating ourselves badly. Right. Welcome back, Carla. Wait, I'm back too. Okay, Carla and Julie Parker's back. Welcome back. Y'all remember that show? Welcome back. I'm dating myself. I told daughter number two yesterday, she had said something. In Jacksonville, we have two things. The stadium and the Coliseum have changed names, and a hospital that she was born in. And she said she was talking to somebody, and she said something, and I said, "Oh, you're dating yourself, daughter," because she was. Because this, the name, the Coliseum hasn't been called the Jacksonville Memorial Coliseum in a mighty long time. And the Gator Bowl, like when for the New Year's for football, they still call it the Gator Bowl, but it's not called the Gator Bowl any longer. Um, so yeah, we were dating ourselves. But anyways, um, that's what I want you to think about. I want you to think about changing the narrative. And here is the other thing, y'all. We really don't understand that we talk negative to ourselves daily. Daily. And we do it so naturally, we don't even pay attention to it, right? Or if we're so quick to jump on somebody else's rant about somebody else's life, like right now what's going on in the world with what is it, the Epstein thing or whatever. Everybody will say something, against whatever it was. I still haven't went down the rabbit hole to even know all the full details of it, and I don't care to, right? Because it's the past. Now, the behaviors are the people doing the behaviors now. Are the people still doing the same things? I don't know. I hope not. I don't know. Because it sounds like it's just some terrible stuff. But my point is, don't rehearse negativity day after day after day after day. Find somewhere in there to give yourself some clean thinking and let go of the stinking thinking. It's easy to be negative. It is real easy to be negative. We can jump on the negative wagon. Oh my God, it's traffic. I don't understand why it's traffic. Why it can't be, oh, I get a little bit of reprieve from getting to work or whatever. I'm happy to be in this traffic. You ever thought about just changing it? Like, really? My daughter used to, oh, I hate commercials. Now she don't look at anything that's gonna have commercials. And I'd be like, well, you ever think about it this way? Like when we were in Germany, we didn't have commercials. When we got back stateside, oh, we were so happy to see commercials. We didn't know what to do. We just sit up and look at commercials just for the heck of it. Because when we were in Germany, um, what it was called, I can't remember what the what the American channel, can't remember what it was called. But we didn't have commercials, so we didn't have to worry about it. Or we had military commercials, stuff like OPSEC, OPSEC. That's why I know OPSEC. We can't talk about what's going on in the military. And they remind you, don't get on social media talking about your husband's going down range. Don't get on social media just blatantly putting out things. That's why the men don't share it with the women, because all they do is talk about it. So that's how it goes. Hey Nari, how are you? Happy Wednesday. So it's just one of the things, just kind of think about that. I just kind of want to put it out there. because I realized I was giving myself a lot of negative. It's like, oh, I should have did this or I should have did that. Okay, well, you still can, right? Y'all know the story about me with law school. And then when I took the test, it's just, oh, wait a minute, I don't got to do that. I don't even want to do that. So here we are now. We get to choose, and I don't have to live in the place of, yeah, I should have did this or I should have did that. You know what? Now I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm happy I closed out that chapter of my life. Oh, you know what? I am happy that I didn't do that because it gave me more space and time to do this. And you know what? I'm happy that I did do that because then I learned that it had nothing to do about this, that, or the third. And then you get the people who told you when you were younger that you wasn't worthy or you were not smart enough or what. You get them out of your head too. Because then you go and you look at the degrees that hang on your wall and you just be like, who said what? Your life begins to move in a new direction. You become stronger. Your thought process becomes stronger. Your thinking becomes clearer, right? And then when you reclaim your inner voice, one of the most powerful parts of renewing your mind is reclaiming it. Reclaim that inner voice. Talk to yourself. Many people lose confidence in their own thoughts after years of the mother, father criticizing them, telling them what they can't do, telling them what they shouldn't do, tell them how, oh, you're never going to do this, or you know what, you that happened to you because you just don't serve God, or that happened to you because you just don't believe in God, that happened to you. Oh my God, I can go on and on and on and on about the BS.com that I've heard in my life, and I just don't. I've chosen to tell myself new things because the only person that matters in my life is me first and foremost. If I disappoint me, then that's me. If I put pressure on me, then that's me putting pressure on me. I let other people not feed into. And then when I feel like they are feeding into, then I put up those boundaries and I start trusting. I got to trust myself because they began trusting their every outside opinion more than, my own. And when I started doing that, I was just like, oh no, we're not going to do that. Right. But healing often begins when you slowly learn to listen to yourself again. Your experiences matter. Your lived experiences matter. Don't let anybody try to take away things that you've gone through in your life. They matter. They made you who you are today. You're strong and sitting where you're sitting right now listening to me because you've overcome something. Everybody have overcome something in their life. Everybody's been through something in their life. No one is perfect. We all have to walk that road of, oh my goodness, I could have did that better. But after you say that, I want you to come back and give yourself credit and say, but I did try, and I'm going to now do this, and this way so that I can get a different outcome. And that's why I say your voice matters so that you can talk to yourself. Renewing your mind helps you separate truth from noise. And most of the time when people are talking loud, all it is noise. It allows you to stand in your life with clarity instead of confusion. Once I cut off everybody else from trying to speak into my life and tell me what was best for me on my grieving journey, that was when I started allowing myself to heal the way I wanted to. Right? Gotta go, but I will keep running. Okie dokies, Al. I'll be here for a little bit, just a little bit, because we're gonna slap some paint on the gel plate too. All right, I like the way that kind of, let's pop that green in there. Oh, since we got that right there, that's a different color green. I love all the greens. Put it in there. Kind of pull that out a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. Pop that out through there. Oh yes, that's cute. Cute, cute. Don't stress over it. Just drop it down. Leave it alone, let it dry. And if you need some defining, come back later. Um We have a station home bush that changed so many times. It's really hard to. Yeah, it's definitely hard. Got that. Carlos says you're no beauty queen. He also said you'll never be able to teach eighth graders. You're too little. I bet you kick them they kicking rocks with that because you doing what? All the things. And that's what makes it even better when you show up and show out with the thing that they said that you wasn't gonna do, couldn't do. Baby, that makes, man, please. When I sit up and look at where I am now, I'd be like, oh, y'all just mad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do apologize. But I'm just bad. And I mean good bad. And my future is not shaped by the dramatic moments or the tragedies that have happened. It is shaped by the thoughts that I've given myself, that I've practiced, that I tell myself I am bad, good bad. I am the best thing that God woke up this morning and is, because people will speak negativity into your life. They will tell you. They don't care whether you entertain the thought or not. They gonna tell you. You gotta accept it. This is where it is. This is how it's gonna be. So boom. You're crap. You're never gonna be nothing. And then you get when they go down the gamut, be like, you ain't nothing, your mama wasn't nothing, your daddy wasn't nothing, your sister ain't nothing, none of y'all worth nothing. Y'all ever they get on the rant. I'd be like, well, dang. Did you have fun getting that out your system? Whew. Okay. And then you go over with your new thought process and be like, okay, everybody they just mentioned, they are fabulous. We are just fabulous. That's why he just went on that rant, because we so fabulous. We are the bomb. I always tell my daughters to be like, people just mad at you because you're my child. They've already seen what I have done with my life. And then I got three living beautiful daughters. They go make the world greater because they're mine, right? And I want them to know, like I'm always telling them, don't listen to what people pour into you. They're just mad because they ain't you. They're not mine. And that's just how it is. I've learned people are not mad at me. They mad because they're not me. They're mad because they don't have the strength I have. They're mad because they just don't want to. They don't want to take the time to get off of their do nothing to do something. That's not my fault, and it's not your fault. Hey Eddie, that's what I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Change your mind. Change your life. Change your thought processes. As we sit here today, me painting, you doing whatever you're doing, I want you to think, I want you to consider this. What thought have you been repeating that might not actually be true? Is there a label that you've accepted years ago that no longer belongs in your life? It no longer serves you. Like you even know it's not yours, but you still wake up every morning and slap that label on. Is there a story that you need to rewrite? Rewrite it. Renewing your mind begins with honesty. Be honest with yourself. And honesty is not about judging yourself either. It's just about seeing clearly so you can know where you're going and who you're going and where you want to go and what you want to be and all the things. And so that way you can have haters hating on you, because haters going to hate. And do know that God said that he'll prepare a table in the presence of those very people. But he can't prepare that table until you identify those people so that y'all can start eating. Because he's going to prepare a table in the presence of all your enemies. Oh, yeah, AFN. That's what it was. Air Force Network. That's what it was. Armed Forces Network. AFN. That's what it was. That was our military TV over there in Germany. You couldn't talk about things. But that is what I want you to really understand, because your life is not finished. If you're still here, you're watching and you're breathing right now, your life is not finished. Every day you get to wake up. You get to wake up. Your thinking is not permanent. You get to change your thought processes. You do. I had to on my grief journey, I had to make a decision. I refused to get up and cry every single day. I had to tell myself that we wasn't going to cry every single day. Or we're not going to cry every day, all day. Okay, give yourself 10 minutes. You're feeling awake? Do it. Cry. Get it out. Yes, it hurts. Now let's go find something else to do so that we can start healing, so that we can move forward with peace, hope, joy, and all the things that God said that he was going to give us, because he's the giver of life and death. I have no control over anything, because if I did, Lord knows, population would be a little bit crowded, because I'd have a whole bunch of folks back here that I just didn't want to leave me in the first place. But it's not that way. We're born, we have to die, we just don't know our time and our place. right? So every day that you get to wake up and say, I am here and I am the best thing that God woke up this morning and is, I want you to be truthful with yourself. Every day gives you an opportunity to choose thoughts that align with the trust, with the truth of who you are. Not what they said, but the truth of who you are. And if you feel that you are whatever great and powerful and wonderful thing that you are, then that's who you are. Thought by thought, decision by decision, step by step. And remember, it takes practice. We have to retrain the brain, have to retrain it. Transformation begins in the quiet spaces of your mind. And from there, it slowly reshapes everything, just like I'm reshaping the flowers or adding petals, kind of popping out. That's how you get to add to your life. This is the basis of you. You get to add to you. You don't get to keep, you can stay in the stinking thinking, but I would like to encourage you to get out of the stinking thinking. I would like to get you a mantra. Go on Chat GPT and tell Chat GPT to give you a mantra. Like these days, you ain't got to make it up. Now he says, wait, I recommend a book called The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, famous book. Teaches you to stop controlling others' opinions and drama, feeling energy to focus on your own goals, relationship, happiness. I hadn't heard that. Hey Mo, can you get that and kind of get me a link so I can click on it? Hey Topeka. Yes, I need to. I need to be. I have new meditation thing. Go. Don't say daughter out of 3 is pregnant. Ooh, twins. That's double blessings. Carl says, I have that book. I read something last. I read something last night about not letting other people stress you out. Look at here, and here I am confirming it all. Ooh, is that not meant to be? Here's a good mantra, my children. That works. That works, Eddie. But you gotta be a little bit more specific though. Mind your damn business. That's what Eddie said. That's a good mantra. Listen, if I've had that mantra and I shared it, and then I had to get clear on what my business was that I didn't want them to mind. And now that we're clear on it, we pretty much I can say I really don't have those problems anymore. Because when I say something, like even now, before the live, Mr. McCoy was like, oh, I'll wait till the live is over with. I was like, nope, you're going to tell me right now. Because I already knew it was going to be something bad because he said he was going to wait till after the live. And in the past, I've like, Dad, you should have just waited till after the live to tell me that. But this was a little different. He said telling one of our dogs from our very first litter, who is Boaz's brother, passed away yesterday. They had to put him to sleep because he had, I forgot what he told me it was, but it did make my heart, it made me a little sad, but I know that he wasn't a puppy. He had lived a good life, and Lord knows he lived a good life. He lived a great life, as a matter of fact. He's just one of the first people that became part of our doggy family in Colorado. That I was happy to see the home that they provided for. They had not only one, let's see, two, three. They had four. They got four. So this one is the first one, and he was Boaz's brother, and that was a good litter of dogs. And when something like that happens, I want to know, well, wait, what happened? So it was something that they said that, it just kind of happened to dogs and wasn't anything that they could have done. So, it's just like we in life, we live and we have to, you know, okay, going to people. We'll tell y'all about it tomorrow. Oh Lord, where you going to people at? What's the day? It's Wednesday. What we peopling with? Text a sister and let me know if you need me to talk anyway. Okay, let me click on that. Mo put it in the chat, so let me click on that so that way I can have it pulled up because I've got to see the cover because I feel like, yep, I got that book over in there. That's why Mel Robbins sounds familiar, because I feel I have another book of Mel Robbins. Because, going to school with some of the things I go to school, you get all the things. All right, where are we? Oh, that needs to be refreshed. Dun, dun. My neighbor's Cocker Spaniel just came to visit me on the porch. He's a beauty. Must have smelled my ice cream. Oh, Cocker Spaniels. Now them some happy little dogs. That's one breed I've never wanted. Sweep around your own front door. Okay, well, let me ask y'all this. When the mantra is for you. The mantra is not for somebody else. The mantra is for you. So are you telling yourself the mantra, or is the mantra for somebody else? Carla, that is exactly what that's saying. Because dogs know. Dogs know. All right, got that one. All right, where we got? We got these two. Now, I want both of these to kind of be like I did this one. I like the way that looks over there. Mantra for me: stop worrying what others think of me. Now that's what I'm saying. Okay, got it, got it. Julie Parker, you put up a mantra. Let me see. But when Adrian put up "sweep around your own front door," that's why I was asking her. Is that her mantra? Is to tell herself to not sweep around anybody else's door? Vicky said, interestingly, research has shown that practices such as art, prayer, meditation, gratitude, acts of kindness can strengthen areas of the brain involved in emotion and regulation. Absolutely. That is exactly what neuroplasticity, kind of that thing, all of that, anything that's going to deal with the brain, we can make the brain. The more you use your brain, the better it is, the more you use it. And how many know the older we get, the less we start. We kind of stop. Yes, for to not allow my son to bring me in his business. Okay, okay, got it. So your mantra is specific. I could kind of use that one too. And I could use the other one what Eddie said, mind your own damn business. Because when the kiddos start coming and texting and asking different things, I could tell myself, mind your business, Karen. Mind your business, Karen. Mind your business, Karen. That's not about you, Karen. Mind your business. That ain't got nothing to do with the water stand on over here at your house. Mind your business. Well, I like that. Cause y'all know, I ain't had no problem saying no lately, but sometimes as a mother, it just makes you wanna just like not say no. Mr. McCoy don't have no problem saying no. That's why they don't text him. I can see him shaking his head now, like, nope, sure don't. Nope, you know it. Got that head bobbing and everything. I think he outside with Simon. Simon getting some training. Now, stay in your lane. Lisa, that is one that I do tell myself is to stay in my lane. I do have to tell myself stay in my lane, because how many of you know um, that being a person that likes to help and not see people hurting, I'm always willing, I'm always wanting to help in the past, and then sometimes that's gotten me in like some trouble. So I couldn't blame people when they would call on me to do things, be like, well, that's what they expect of you, that's what you've always done. So what do you mean you're not gonna do it? Like my daughter number two is just like, hey, I gotta get used to you saying no all the time. Like, what's up with that? So it works out. Let's drop some green in there. Want that in there, right there. Bloop, 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 bloop. Don't stay on it long. Just drop it and go. Because once it dry, then you can go back and do pencil work, or you can do just line work with the pencil. You don't have to worry about it. Well, this one kind of done said it don't. It changed its mind, y'all. Let's pull that one out of there. Drop that and kind of go through there. Pull that up there. Make some wet ones. Leaves, kind of do. Pull that up there. Bloop, bloop. Pull one up there. See, don't spend too much time with it. If it doesn't work out, watercolor is very, very forgiving. You can fix it later. If it doesn't look like it, just don't spend too much time on it. Right now, it's healing one brushstroke at a time, making your heart happy. I'm really not liking that, but I'm not going to stress over it right now because that flower is upside down. That's what it is. I just answered my own question. Kind of pull that. There we go. That looks a little better. Make it look like it's supposed to be. Let's make that a little droppy right there. And it'll dry. Boom. Boom. Love it. All right, let's rinse that out. I do not like to be put in the middle of family drama. Not today, Satan. Carl says, no good deed goes unpunished. No good deed goes unpunished. Now, listen, karma's a itch. Karma is, listen, I don't even worry about people no more. God can do the getting a whole lot better than me. Whole lot better than me. But when it's all over, said and done with, what you will wish that you didn't bother this one. Because it does say, touch not thine anointed and do thy prophet no harm. So I'm not claiming to be nobody's prophet, but you know, I am anointed to look. The pain that I've gone through in my life, if anything I've said over the last 2 years has helped any of you or anybody else that have come to my channel, then the pain that I've gone through, it wasn't for anything. It was for something. If it was for nothing but for me to help you get to a place of acceptance, or if it wasn't anything but for you to get to a place to where you can say, I'm mad. Whatever it was. Hold on, plug my phone up. I want no devices to go dead. All right, let's put this over there and let that dry. Close this up. We can say we used it. I hadn't used it in like almost. I got this in 24, so fill it up. But we used it today because y'all know what Di says: use it or lose it. So we used it. Excuse me. All right, let's put that right there. Putting things back. We're putting things back where they belong. Okay, I have a question. Have any of you used this? I got it yesterday at Michael's. I had never seen it. It was shimmering. I was looking for something else, and then I saw that shimmering pink. Shimmering pink. And it's shimmer. It's got balls in it. All right, let's see. I'm missing some things. Okay. What Carla said. Okay, yeah. Read that one. Vicky says, in the possible integration and buying things is not to stay too long in the three because it is not good for us. Maybe I like this one. If everyone else jumps in the fire, does that mean you have to? Oh yeah. I used to tell my kids that if they always say such and such did, and I'll be like, if they jumped off the bridge, you gonna jump too? You helped me survive Christmas this year. Oh, see, thank you. Did you have to use one of those? I gotta go to the bathroom exits. It was Thanksgiving for me. I got through Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, for whatever reason, was hard. And that was because I realized I made it hard because I was allowing things to happen. And I realized I'm in charge of things. And so when you're in charge of things, then you have to kind of, breathe. But I want you to realize this month series is life can feel suck or life sucks or something like that on the bottom of the thumbnail. But your life is not stuck and your life does not suck. Your mind is capable of renewal. And when the mind begins to change, life begins to move again. Right? It begins to move again. So here's the thing. This is what I want you to carry away. This is what I want you to get. All right, think about it. I want you to think about as everything that I said about change your mind, change your life, change your stinking thinking, whatever. Why? Because your thoughts quietly shape the direction of your life. Every decision, reaction, and habit that you make, it begins when? With your thought process, right? When thinking changes, behavior and outcomes eventually flow. Number two, not every thought you have is true. Many of the beliefs we carry were formed during painful moments, stressful seasons, or from someone else's personal opinions of you, and we don't care about them. Just because a thought feels familiar does not mean it is accurate. And number three, past pain often rewrites the story we tell about ourselves. A failure can become, I always fail. A betrayal can become, I can't trust anymore. But the experiences that you have in your life are chapters, not permanent definitions. When we read a book, we flip the page. We don't stay on that same page forever. You get to change, you get to flip. So you get to change the narrative, right? And number four, renewing your mind is a daily practice, not a one time breakthrough. Real change happens through repetition. These beautiful flowers that I created, I didn't just pick up the brush today and say, I'm going to paint. Repetition, practice, 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 practice. And in one of my lives somewhere, I'm going to try to link it to this one. I did a thing at 7 tips to create joy. 7. I'll try to remember to link it to this video at the end. But I had to practice. I didn't get here overnight. I didn't get here within a year. I've been doing this now for 7 years, right? So, renewing your mind is a daily practice. Practice it every day. Or if you don't do it every day, do it when you need to think about it a lot. So, you have to have a lot of sticky notes around. I had a lot of sticky notes around. Right. And number five, faith and discipline, they work together. Faith reminds you that your life still has meaning and direction. Discipline helps you guard, kind of helps you guard and allow you to live in your own mind. Together they kind of reshape where you're how you see yourself in the future, right? Now to really get to really get these questions answered, I want you to think about the human brain. And if you can't really think about it, then research it, Google it. The human brain, because the human brain loves to search for answers. Don't go down those rabbit holes for your own self and ask yourself, what do I need to do to renew my mind? What do I need to do to practice so that I can change my mind and change my life? Right? And when you're going down that rabbit hole, ask yourself some questions. Y'all know I like to give you questions because I feel like you get more answers when you question yourself. All right, we're done with those. Let's put those over there because we got our package. So we're going to open our package. But I'll give you these questions. Ask yourself these questions. Eddie, the box came already, which is, because it's in Birmingham. It came from Birmingham. I was trying to figure out how it got here, how it's going to get here so fast, but it came from Birmingham. Okay, what is one belief about yourself that you repeat, you've had on repeat for years and have never actually stopped to question it? And mine was, why do you let people get on your nerves? Why do you let people do that to you? And I really had to get an answer. Oh, I like this box too. I know we like a good box. Oh, I need to scroll back because I can't remember if y'all answered the question. Did y'all answer the question about this sprays? Thank you to playing games. Okay, I did not like it. Okay, I read that, which I showed these. Yep. I don't know. So nobody was AFK had to make some coffee. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Those flowers are gorgeous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like this one too. Action over intent. Ooh, I like action over intent. Okay, Ava said, I bought a clear one at the convention. It leaves a sparkle that blends into any color. Okay, okay. Um, I said I was gonna spray it, so let me spray it real quick. So this one is, it's gold. It's shimmer paint spray. Oh, oh, that's real loosey goosey. That's real loose. All right, that's that one. Thank you, Mo, for reiterating that for me. We gotta spray it back. Ooh, now I'm gonna leave them on separate ones. Okay. Y'all know, because I was curious as to putting it on a gel plate. Spraying it on a gel plate. But it's real loosey goosey here. Yep. So it is shimmer paint spray. Real loosey, real loose. It's more, no. So that means, let's see how long it takes to dry. If I keep moving it, let's see. I did put a lot on there. I did. So we're not going to worry about it. The clear sparkle idea. So these are supposed to be shimmer, so it's got a little, we'll see. Julie Parker, yeah, I probably can, but I'm gonna see what it looks like first before I go spraying it on any project. But I'm kind of liking it so far. I don't know. I'll put it over there and let it dry. And you say spray it on a project, so let's take this one and let's put the gold. We just gonna go with it, Julie. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. She said we're gonna stand back. Oh, I'm gonna hold it back. Oh, that is better. Oh, got on my iPad. But that was better. Okay, Julie Parker. That was better. Let me get that off my iPad though. Which was my fault because I sprayed it right on up. Yeah, I did it. There we go. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Look at that. All right, all right. One time for Julie Parker on that. Look at. And I do like, because that was dioxazine purple. Y'all know I got more than enough. And lotus. Okay, I like that. Let's put that over there. We got some things. We got some papers that's going to need to be done. Let's put our watercolor cutouts over there. All right. That did look good. So we got some new stuff in here. Let's move all my watercolor. Let's put them over here. So, all right, Lisa, enjoy dinner. The drying station is clear, so I can spread them all out. More than likely, I will not bother them again because I haven't been bothering the rest of them. All right, let's move this out of the way. I've added something to the another turntable, not turntable. What's those things called? Um, a rounder. And I'm trying to keep all my paint that has been in drawers. I'm trying to keep them on the desk. That's tissue paper. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Good. Hi, Jennifer. Rhonda says she's been in and out. Okay, Rhonda, we finna pull out this paint now. Let's check it out. Oh, it's little bottles. Oh, it is. Ooh. Wait a minute. That's okay. Where's the bottle? This is violet oxide and violet oxide, oxide violet. Oh, it just got it two different ways. So is it the same? Kind of. Huh. All right. Okay. All right. That's not what it said on the thing. All right, let's see what this says. Okay. All right. Okay, so Eddie will have some coming your way. Got that violet oxide because I threatened y'all with a good time. I did. Look at how they did that. I like how they made that and stuck those in there. That was a good idea. All right, let's put that down. I'm going to keep that and reuse it. We have, now I'm very curious about something. So, because they look different from mine, the original, let's see, we got numbers at 2405-1. See, yeah, this one is 2405. But these are different. So I'm wondering, is it because of the big size? I don't know. The only thing to do is start slapping them down on there. Okay. Oxide. So yeah. So it's violet oxide was something I had in my stash. You know, when I moved those paints and things and putting stuff up, and I was just like, oh, I haven't used this, and it's a fluid acrylic. And those are fluid acrylics. Okay, I thought it said because I listen. I thought it was regular paint. Maybe they had them. They may have been labeled in different plants. Huh. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't care as long as it's the same color as this one. Because this is the original. I'm going to keep this one over here. Because that right there, oh my goodness, I felt like it just was heaven. Okay, I got to get back. I got to get back. I got to give you the questions so that we can give you the questions, and I can move on to the gel plating. And while I do that, I'm going to put this puppy here so we can talk through it. And I'm going to show you why I like this fabulous color. The number one question is, what is one belief? I asked that one. What is one belief about yourself that you have repeated for years and have never actually stopped to question? So I want you to stop questioning it. Think about it. The question is, I'm not good at this, that, or that. Why? Is it because somebody else said it? Somebody else wrote that narrative for you? Or is it because you really, really truthfully said it to yourself or whatever? So question it. Ask yourself the question. Number two, when something difficult happens in your life, what is the first sentence your mind says to you? When something difficult, like when my son died, I was like, oh my God, I got to go through this terrible tragedy again. I mean, it fit, right? But I could have said, okay, I got this. I've been here before. I'll be okay. I could have said something like that, but I didn't. I went and put the negative onto it. So that's why I'm saying we talk negative to ourselves. That's just not going on that purple. It's not receiving it. And that's because it's good and dry. All right. All right, let's get us some paper. And I want to see. No, I don't. There's the paper. Did we just have this conversation the other day? And I believe I put it somewhere else. All right, let's float her up. Float on. Perfect. Perfect. And number three, is there a moment from your past that quietly returned into a label you still carry today? Like you had rewrote and you gave yourself some positivity, and then you come back because something happened and you picked the label up again. Um, right? And number four, if your inner voice spoke to you with the same kindness you give to others, what would it sound like? So talk to you the same way you compliment everybody else. If you would turn that around and give it to yourself, what would it sound like? And number five, 5 years from now, March the 4th, 2026, 5 years from now, what kind of thoughts would the strongest version of you be practicing every day? 5 years from now, what are some of the strong words? Like mine was, I wanted my joy back. I wanted to create a space that would make me happy. Here we are 7 years later. No, 5 years later. And I've done that. It's moments like these that kind of give yourselves a conversation to think about. You have to ask yourself questions so that you can respond in kind and be nice to yourself. You know what I mean? Use words that are nice and you want them to be. Renewal, rising, steadfast. Remember, endurance and courage. You're unshaken. You're anchored in wherever you are right now. You're moving forward, regardless of what has happened. You want to be restored in whoever you are, whatever. Like, those are some good words to use. Monday, if you didn't get it, go back and look at the live from Monday. We did some great words. And I want you to be an overcomer. I want you, if you have to recover from something, rebound from something, I want you to now have forward motion to go forward. I want you to have kind words so that you can communicate perseverance without sounding like you don't want to do it. Speak positive to yourself. Language shapes the imagination. Imagination shapes your action. Choosing words that hold both honesty and hope will do what? It'll create a space of joy for you. I'm not telling you what I read, I'm telling you what I know. That's a fact, Jack. And do it very, very intentional. Okay? Very intentional. It'll help you. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Okay. That's red. Right twos. Um, okay, so this, I put it on top of something, but this is, I don't know how to explain it. Let's see if we can pull this up already. Because y'all know, ain't nobody got time to wait for it to dry. I had a, on the YouTube, let's see, Mr. Google. Where Mr. Google at? There we go. Mr. Google. What was it? Violet. Can you pull up my history? Violet. VIO. There it is. Because I had to go down the rabbit hole with this color. Golden has this color, and it is called violet oxide. Okay. And it says that, where was it? The viscosity? No, I don't want that. It was another one that made me. Oh, okay. Cylinders. That's what. Oh, got it. So when you look at the tint, is that what it said? It was something about the tint or something like that. I don't know. I do know, but I gotta go back in my history. Oh, and I said red. I didn't mean red. Didn't mean red. Vicky says my brain area that helps with inhibition and pausing before acting works differently in my ADHD brain. My mantra would be a lifetime to say 1, 2, 3 seconds before responding. They just sneak up on you. Pause before responding. Noisy helicopter. I have silent ones here in the States. I guess I should have let it dry a little bit longer, but it'll be all right. And I want this plate. Okay, so violet oxide, the thing in the originally, it gave me manganese. Is it manganese? Manganese violet. That's where we were at first. Hey, Pinka. And I was just like, no, it's not that one. So then I had to go in and put in what it was, because on here it's PR 101. PR 101, and that changed it. And then it says when you see violet oxide labeled with PR 101, you are dealing with a different chemistry than manganese violet, which I was like, duh. So this one is more earthy, but so it's more iron oxide, the same mineral group, that those earth tones. Hence is why it looks like it looks. All right, pay attention to this paper right now. Remember I was talking about putting stuff in frames? This is the stuff that get puts in frames, is the paper that has ripped in the past. And I have a whole thing of them. So this would be a good one. I might pull most of that off. We won't stress over it. That brayer needs cleaning. But when you look at it on top of purple, that was purple that I had, it looks red. Now when I put it on by itself, it won't look red. But that turned out, that's cute. We can still use that. I use Dollar Tree tissue paper in golden white with fluid mirror only on the gel plate. Then place the stencil, adapt into the toes, and pull on my. So I have used, but you say use Dollar Tree tissue. Is that regular plain tissue paper, like the tissue paper that you buy for gifts? Is that what you're talking about, Vicky? Let's put that over there. All right, let's go back over here. It said compound extremely chemical makeup. Oh yeah, iron and ours. Yeah. Why does PR 101? Why PR 101 can look violet? It says that it's supposed to. Warm red, brick red, maroon, and deep violet. Iron oxide's pigments can shift color depending on how they are manufactured. Eddie said something about that earlier. So, when manufacturers grind the heat, the pigment in specific ways, what paint companies market as violet oxide or violet iron oxide? Uh-huh. So this one has some manganese, has some whatever that name is, which makes it beautiful. It's a beautiful color. That's all I was saying. It is a beautiful color. And when you put it down, what made me get it was because P was talking about, she used red iron oxide, and so I was like, oh well, that looks real good. But what made me get it was it said that it was violet. That was just threatening me with a good time. I mean, saying it's violet oxide, just like, okay, let's do that then. Why not? No worries. So, if you're curious, it can also show you what does when mixed with teal and pinks. That's watercolor. I don't want that one. No. All right. Let's blur this out. And when I put it up to the red iron oxide, it is definitely not the same color. Definitely not. Definitely not. All right, where'd my chat go? Pull my chat back up. Where'd it go? Okay, thank you. And also looking at it, I'm looking at it in the technology. It's still not giving it its true color. Let's see if we can make us some strips, and then I'll stamp on these later. There it is. Look at that. Just Cherry. Hi, Just Cherry. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Create Joy Studio, where we like to slap paint on paper and heal one brush stroke at a time. I am your host, as they say, Kara McCoy. Just Cherry. Just Cherry, do I know you? I have to ask because people have these screen names and then they really be somebody I know. But see right here, it just looks, I don't know how to, I don't know. It looks, I think it's not giving it its due, but it does look a little like, oh, I know what I can do. I think dioxazine purple will be too dark. I do. I do. All right, let's take, what's on the back of there? Nothing. Let's put that on the back of there. We just needed to get off my plate. That's all. Yeah. See, it has a tint to it. It really does. It really does. It really does. This is permanent violet dark. No, that's not gonna work. That's, we have red oxide. See, there's a difference in drops already. There's a difference. So that's red oxide. There's a difference. Definitely a difference. So Jess, what is your thing? What is your medium? What do you do? Do you create? Tell us a little bit about yourself since you're hanging out with us today. And then there's another one that I had. That kind of goes in that. See? Definitely different colors. That's red oxide. That's violet oxide. And this is crimson. And where's my little spoony spoon or smerger? This is pretty color too. And then, of course, we know red iron oxide is. We all know that one. But there's a difference in them. I hope that makes sense. Or it looks, you can see. Because it looks like on mine, looking at it right here. Because I look at me on my iPad. But my technology looks just like I can see it. So this, it just has a, again, I was just like, how in the world can it be called that? So going down the rabbit hole, it's the, it's like cows. You never get the same two leathers. Like when you have cowhide, you never get the same. I don't care how many times you go back to the, like you can pull the same skin off of a cowhide. But they're all separate pieces of that cow is going to be different. It's not going to be the same. So that was my takeaway for when I went down the rabbit hole of violet oxide. Is because it's an oxide and it's more natural, the minerals and the things and all of the makings of it, it could come out differently. So, but the basis of this, looking at these colors, and now I'm just going to roll them out together and you see red iron oxide, how it, red oxide just stands out. We're going to mix them up. And then, because we can, just going to make some pretty papers. When we think of purple or we hear violet, we just kind of thinking of something. But violet is really isn't purple. It's a softer version, you know. All right, where's my stencil? Let's get somebody to slap around a little bit with this paint. Uh, flowers, flowers for love. There we go. It's a beautiful color, though. I will tell you that. That's why I had to go down the rabbit hole to give me some more. My ADHD brain can cause me to blurt out my righteousness without thinking about others in the room. It is okay for me and maybe not others. It gets me in trouble with others, especially with criticism. So so basically, Vicky, what you're saying is you're a smart A. Is that what you're saying? Because that's what I call some of those people when they feel like they're. Are you self righteous or But that's what I tell people. I just be like, oh, you're just so smart behind. But I use the other word. Or when they feel like their words are what's powerful and my words don't mean nothing. Be like, I just don't have a thought in the world. I'm just a bucket of rocks. Plain tissue, when it gets wet with medium, it melts into the background. Oh yeah. Okay, I have to try that. Not on my gel plate though. I feel like I've done that like in my earlier check this out, in my earlier years of crafting. I feel like somebody did something along those lines. Now we're gonna pull some of this up. We're not gonna worry about it. Gonna pull some of it up. Some of the paint. That's what I'm pulling up because ain't nobody got time for it to dry. Don't. Now we got that. Now I'm gonna come back and we're gonna mix that with something bright. Oh, throwing paint. Please excuse my paint poop. My poop smell. It's the paint, not me. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. Darcy, you still here? You'll like this. That's a beautiful color. So I want you, if you have any kind of old paint, you got some paints or whatever, see if you have that violet oxide in your arsenal. And then pull it out and just test it out. Oh, that's very much so beautiful. Let's put some on this one. Then we're going to do something with these strips. These strips been hanging around. Like it, love it, love it. Gotta look at that. Nice and grungy. Not really grungy, but pretty. We can add those. Let's get some on the tip. So you got some scraps when you cut your paper up. Just put some paint on your plate and just pull it up. Oh, that's pretty. I knew you were. I knew you'd appreciate it. I knew you would, Darcy. I knew you would. Oh, look at that. Oh, just beautiful. Okay. Now let's put some more of that. No, let's put some more of that. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, my lag, but my brain works. And back and forth a little. It trinkles thoughts. I do have a diagnosis of ADHD, so I pause to respond. Sometimes I pause for a couple weeks. And I come back later and they be like, wait, you still talking about that? I be like, yeah, I got to get it out now because I won't cuss you out now. I have some educated words for you now. Before they would have been, some words that you probably would be like, oh, you would question everything about my being. So now I'm gonna come to you a little bit. And then sometimes I come at people and they be like, what did you say? Be like, oh, you one of them. I should have just cussed you out. Okay, got it. Put it in the book. It's like I was telling yesterday. We're talking about the cuss words and the kiddos. Give them a bag and tell them, get this paper bag and go at it. Just go for it. Go for what you know. And then throw it in a garbage can. And then go find you some words that means. Now you can use the same. You can use the words. Oh, come on out of there. But you got to find words that mean the same thing. So next time you can use better language, or you know your audience, who you're talking to. Sometimes you just got to talk to people because they don't know nobody. You try to talk to them real nice, and they be like they don't get it. They act like you just said good morning. How are you? And be like, wait, that's not what I said. Did you really just misinterpret what I just said? Push the live button and it jumped. Vicky, I kind of figured you were behind. It was okay. I was okay. That's why I kept reading it and still hanging out with you. I got it. I knew where you was, girl. It's okay. All right, I need to find my paper. What did I do? There it is. All right, let's put you right here. All right, oh, there it is. We're gonna play around with some 12 by 12 paper. I gotta tell you a funny story. I was in NYC with my cousin near Trinity Episcopal Church. There were three men in front of the church, and I thought one of them said, "Are you righteous?" I turned. Oh, I'm on pins and needles waiting for the rest of this story. I'm waiting. I think everybody else, we caught up. Everybody ready? We ready? I've been having fun using black paper. Darn right we're righteous. You turned and said, "Darn right we're righteous." Darn right. All right, got that. Put that right there. Oh, let's pull that up. I didn't mean for that to slow down now. Oh well, I pulled it up. We're gonna let that dry a little bit. We're gonna give it a minute. Give it a minute. We're gonna give it a minute. Oh, my ear. Is that not beautiful? That's Yolon's blurred vision flipped on itself. So put it down one way, then picked it up and put it down another way. Carla has some of the best stories. I will say that. Carla, you should really be a storyteller. Because if your stories are that good in the chat, I can just only imagine what the story is talking to you would sound like. So I'm waiting on what did the men actually say or what. There we go. He looked surprised. Cousin said, Carla, he asked, do you want to buy some wash? Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. He's trying to sell you some watches. Oh, my Lord. That is too funny. Mo said, I want to be a fly on the wall when Carla and her bestie Laura are chatting and giggling. I bet they are hilarious. I bet they are. That was just funny. There's nothing else on here. Gotta clean this brayer. It's gonna be a good peel when I do. Carla was ready to fight. Yeah, we righteous. Oh, watches? No, I don't want to buy no watch. Now the next thing was, no, we don't want to buy no watches because we righteous. Oh, wait, she said they were priests? No, she said three. There were three men in front of the church. Oh, I was had to go back and be like, wait, was they priests? That was gonna put a whole new spin on things. All right, where's? Oh, we're gonna keep. No, we're not. Yes, we are. We're gonna do this one for a minute. No, we're not. I'm sorry. I gotta finish with what I was doing. This was the violet oxide. Oh, I was hanging on. Did they look holy? Well, how does holy look? Oh, right. It wouldn't surprise me in NYC. It would not. Would not. So this was that violet oxide on black paper. Now check that out. That because it said in my research, it said depending on what I put it on or something, if it would show up or how it would show up. Now when I put it on here, it looked like it was violet. I pulled with oh, what's that color? This one. Put this one on. I put a little bit of this on, and I pulled it with this one, turquoise. So that made it show up. It reminded me. So this is what it reminded me of. It reminded me of those Amsterdam pearl things. Like when you put it against something dark, then it kind of like it shows up, and it's like, oh, now that looks purple, or it looks violet. It doesn't look like red. It looks more color here, and it's on. I pulled that on black paper. So that's what I was doing when I was last night was playing around with it. Oh, don't rip because I want you. I think you're beautiful. There we go. See this one? You can see it in this one too. She said she almost couldn't type her tears, so you were still laughing. Now that's when you know you got it. I'm an Episcopal priest. Can I interest you in a bridge? Wait, Eddie, I'm an Episcopal priest. Can I interest you in a bridge? And if she gets you in that bridge, then you know I got some land over here I want to sell you in the swamp. Okay, this here was a I probably put maybe I don't know, probably one, let's say it was more than 5 colors in this one. And then I just pulled it on this black paper, but I rolled out the violet oxide. So you get to see two different ways of how it looks. How it looks. Hi, Azaya. How are you? Happy Wednesday. What's up? Look, let's have this conversation. How you doing? She's saying, I'm good. Carol says, we could work together, Karen, make a heck of a deal for Eddie. And can and definitely will. But I don't know if Eddie will fall for it though. He's probably the sharpest crayon in the box some days. Okay, so there we are. So see around here in there the color still shows up. So it still shows up. So again, blatant, just laid it out and pulled it a little bit on the black with a little bit of, and then I took the rest and put it on here. So it showed up differently. I feel like maybe I put something else on here. Because this was done first. This was done second. I do know that. The three men were nicely dressed. I thought maybe they were missionaries. Guess they made some money selling them watches. I guess too. I guess they had. Thank you, ma'am. Hey, Azalea, I got some things for our project when you come. So this is part of it. We're gonna put some bunny rabbits on some things. So that's part of it. Mm-hmm. And we got some shimmer and some things. Ooh, let's see. That Brooklyn Bridge is pretty. Brooklyn, I mean, New York is I haven't been in a long time. Ooh, last time I was in New York, Portia was in middle school. Yeah, I wanted to do something, but yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Why? I'm not. But I'm not gonna do it in front of my iPad. So I need to put that in my box and spray it. Okay, I'm liking this. Julie Parker, you still here? I'm liking this. I heard you had something Grandma made especially for you for your birthday. Bet you were excited to have it. I was. I was. Wait. Oh, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So Portia, yeah, I have to read that. But that turned, I like that. So I do like those sprays, the gold. And see how I sprayed that up? We just sprayed that right on up. I don't want to spray this one. This one's going to do something else. All right, let's put these over there. What time is it? I got to keep up with time a little bit. Okay, we got a little bit more. Because I hear them puppies again. My daughter's first law position was there. Oh, wow. 92101. Let's see. It was, mm, oh, it was before then. Because they came back from there in 2000, I think. Or, yeah, 2000. So they weren't there anymore. But my grandma, yeah, because my grandma moved she used to live in New York. She lived in Jamaica, Queens for 40 something, most of my life. All right, let's see if that, oh, we got another big plate. I have something on the big one too, but I'm not going to wrestle. Wait, let's flip this. Oh man, you know what? I was supposed to show you the stuff that I put on the plate. This was the one. This is the one. But the other one, I pulled it off already. Oh, and put it up. Remember we did the ombre with the three colors, and I pulled it up already. You lived in Queens in 2005. Yeah, Grandma was back. She was back here, and she moved from New York back here to Alabama. Yeah, they were. As a matter of fact, my grandma was moving. Her and my mom, so were like, I think that was a trying time because they were there moving. And my mother had already, she said they were going downtown. And I was just, so it took a long time before I realized that they did not go downtown. I was happy that they didn't go downtown because they were there. That was during the time when she was moving. But look at that. Didn't that turn out beautiful? Look at those two colors. I like the way those two colors. And I think we had gold in the middle. I feel like we did. And it didn't kind of, maybe my brayering. We're going to blame it on my braying. But that orange, we did orange and turquoise. I think that's what it was. It turned out great. These two turned out real good with that stencil. So we did teardrops. We did Eddie stencil and the Nat oxidized hexagon, I think it is. And I feel like it's some flowers under there. Yeah, yeah. That's a beautiful color. Turned out very, very, very beautiful. Very much so beautiful. All right, we're going to continue down this rabbit hole of this beautiful color. Cooking a ham, Cooking a ham and eggs and toast and tea. Oh, make me hungry, why don't you? I had a shift salad before the live. That's not gonna do me. I'm gonna need some substance because my body be like, yo, you gonna feed me? All right, I want some painting papers. So we're going in a little bit. What do I do with the stencils? Y'all gotta hold on. I'm working with this new setup. Gotta find some things. Oh wait, we're just gonna let's do that. Get those down there. Okay, because I want this. Put some of that on there. There we go. Put some of this on here. Ooh, beautiful. Like that. Love that. Oh, it took some. Oh, let's put some over. Let's see if it'll show up on here. Oh, yes. There we go. Now, when you put this violet oxide up against other things, you can kind of see it. Oh, let's take these. We had these. Let's put some of that on there. Remember I told y'all you have to know what you like about something, and I don't like that stencil in that way. I like it the way it is down there. No worries. I'm gonna kiss some of that on there. As Kara would say, kiss it a little bit. Yeah, I don't like that either. Nap time, self-care. See you later, Vicky. Let's put some. Oh yeah, let's do that. It's okay. Now let's go back and gonna wake it up a little bit. Wake it up. Little Susie, wake up. Hey y'all, Darcy got a new video out. She's using old books to make some painted pages, making some beautiful pages. I had to sit and look and not react because I wanted to react. Hey Kathleen. I did. I wanted to react. I wanted to get to doing it right away, but I was doing something else and I was like, nope, you will not. Yeah, I don't like that either. Okay. Put a little red oxide. That's red oxide. We already had violet oxide on there. So you can see the difference. There is a difference. We only got 2 stencils on here because I put them all over the place. Okay, what that tells me is I need to move stuff from on this side because I'm left-handed and I need my brayer off to be on the left side. Hello, everybody that has come in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you missed today's conversation, you got to go back and be team replay and check it out. It's talking about changing your mind, change your life. Do not live in the past things, the past life. Let your thoughts be something different so that you can, renew your mind. You know what I'm saying? Don't be rehearsing things that don't fit you. Challenge yourself every single day Tell yourself how great and how positive and how fine and how all the things. Well, let's put some gold on this. Do that. That's what you have to do. How many months are the puppy? The puppies are not even a month yet. They will be a month old next week. The puppies are, if you go back to the beginning of this live, Azalea, I had one of the puppies. I started the live out with the puppy. So when I'm done with this live, you can go back and look at team replay because for some motivation. Motivation. Let's look at that. Oh, I love that. All right. Now this is watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Mm. Mm. Gotta get it. Gotta get it the way it was. Oh Lord. It's easier when I'm not using half of the paper. Okay, it was about there. About there. Oh, we just gonna plop it down. We're not gonna stress over it. And ain't. There we go. Now put a little bit of that right there. Boom. Put that over there. Boom. Put that right there. Boom. Boom. Okay. Now everybody got some. What's that? Oh, thank you. Look, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Kathleen. Thank you so much. Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer says, what color is that? Oh, Lord. Now, the color that's on here now is all mixed up. So it started out, the color I put down last was yellow ochre. So then I had, before that was titanium, liquid, liquid, fluid acrylic, and then Meaden's acrylic soft body, yellow ochre. And the base that was on there was violet oxide. Oh, oh, we got a gel plate. Well, we got a plate we can flop off on. We do. There we go. All right, let's put those over there so they can dry. I need to go watch the news with the hubby. Carry on. All right. Y'all enjoy the news. Remember, don't get caught up in what they're saying. It's what they're not saying. It's what's important. And most of the time, things you need to know, guys, they can't tell you. All they do is still tell you that we're still going through a whole bunch of foolishness and somebody lost their children. But I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole because that's what I'm trying to challenge my thoughts. Not go down that. Because I can't do anything about it. I can't change it. Because as that man say, and it's going to happen again. I'd be like, oh, well, send your child on over there. Put a gun in his hand. Let him serve. Didn't I say I wasn't going down that rabbit hole? That's what I said. I did. I did. All right. All right. Now, I know I want this closed up. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take some paint. I'm going to get us some paint. We're going to put some more of this yellow ochre over there. Can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can see that. Look at that color. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then I'm going to brayer that on there. Oh, there we go. Be careful. Be very careful. And I'm just going to stick them numbers in there. Get a little bit more and cover the hose up. And just stamp numbers all over the place. You get a stamp. Then come over here and get them other papers. You get a stamp. Oh, the stamp that keeps on giving. There we go. And then we put this on here. Oh, look at that. Okay. I'm not going to wait for it to dry. I'm just going to go in and get whatever it is. Flo! Oh my God, Flo, I haven't seen you in forever. I mean, over here on my channel. I saw you on Bitty Penny's channel Saturday. Not this past Saturday, but I've been sleeping through Bitty Penny's live. How are you doing? She said, I'm just swinging by to say, hey, y'all, and leave a thumbs up. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Look, I like putting these numbers, popping these numbers in. Now, we're going to let this dry a little bit so that I can put a color over it, and then we're going to pull it out because that's going to be very much so beautiful. Look at that. That's going to be a nice piece of paper. And I'm going to pull it on. Well, if I wouldn't have waited so much longer, I could have pulled it on the 12 by 12 paper, but we got to let it dry a little bit. Oh, that's the big one. Got to go over here. All right, let's see where we, ooh, look at. Now we're going to let that dry a little bit because I like that. Now we got numbers and put it in there, so I'm not going to, well, let's see. Let's see. Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. I like that. We're not going to be mad at it. And ain't. Then our numbers right there. All right, let's put that over there so it can dry. Now, let's see. What color are you? That's a lot of pooping, huh? It's going. I need to let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Just let it go. Let it go. That might be enough, though. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. It's a small plate. Don't take that much. I've been working on cleaning my basement today. It's a big job. Let's go across there with some numbers. And then stamp them. I don't think I will be doing anything to the studio, at least desk-wise, for a long time. If I do something else, it's only because of for the vanity sake of it, but I don't need to do anything else. All right, where are my stamps at? Let's pull my stamps out. Let's put some flowers on this. Amy K, every time I pull out that green, Amy K come on the scene. I'm just saying. It's like, you got green, I'm here. Have anybody seen the show Elsbeth? It's a show that's based in New York. Since I'm done looking at Bridgerton's, I had to go in. And she got some new seasons that's popped up. She's very funny. All right, I think that's about all we can do. Oh, you got some Prussian blue? Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. Gotta have Prussian blue in your life. You cannot go in this world without Prussian blue. There we go. Oh, look at that. And see how I still left the other colors that was off of this one under there? That's pretty. All right, let's put that over there and let that dry. And we're going to put this over here and let that dry a little bit. Just a little bit. Now let's pull back out this big plate. That's nice and grungy. Hopefully it'll pull all the other stuff that's on there up. But if not, no worries. God, I hate the other papers. All those papers I had that we did Monday. I don't know what I was thinking about when I pulled them off. Because I pulled them off yesterday. And when I start pulling stuff off, I need to do a video or a short so y'all can see them. Because I get in the place and I forget. I be done forgot. My bad. Ooh, look, we left some wrinkles. We like the wrinkles. And it pulled up everything pretty much off the plate. But this one is going to be a nice grungy. It's nice grunge. Or I can take and stamp over it with my flowers. Put a color on it. And then it could, again, be tissue paper boxes. Because y'all know I still haven't done the tissue paper. I still haven't tissue paper my boxes. We still haven't. All right, we got deep turquoise right here. We're going to slap some of that on there. Thank you, Flo. Adrian. Andrea. You know, I'm so used to calling you Flo. Light. Love and light. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, we're going to stamp them flowers on here. Just in case you didn't know. Somebody been sleeping. They've been asleep under a rock this year. This is my design. These are my flowers. This is why I say create. This is a good example of change your mind, change your life. These stamps right here. Because I changed my mind and said that I wanted to create joy. And then now we have basically his and her stamps. Joshua and Tanika, in memory of my children who have passed on. There we go. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. I'm going to leave that right there. And then we're going to let that be in the corner. Not to worry, you love the name Flo. Okay. Great. All right. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Because I love it too. It's like Zal. It's like I can't call her real name because I like Zal. Okay, that's stamped all out. Oh, I needed some water. Hold on. We put paint on them. We got to have water. Now keep the water handy because I don't want them to get clogged up at all. No way, shape, form, or fashion. Even though that wasn't a lot, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. When does time change? Time change next week. I think it changed next week. Spring forward. Spring forward. Oh, it's after 6. So I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break at the moment. Been thinking about her a lot. Yeah, me too. Where's the paper? Where's the paper? Oh, girl, come on. You gotta do better. Oh, well, it's too late now. Is it dry? It's not dry. Let's see if we can pick that up on there. That'll tell me. Two. Oh, that's pretty. Now let's pull the other one. Just kind of pull it across there. Avery, you like it? I like it. Okay, that one was dry. That's all I needed to know. So what that tells me is I need to put some more paint down there. Or I'm going to put the same color. Time changes this weekend. Oh, so I might as well start basically working on it's already. Oh, that's going to make. Springing forward always messes me up. Fall back, no, but springing forward, oh my goodness, that hour messes my whole world up. Let's pull this up. Listen, I like her clothes. Avery, I love her dress because you know she used to be on I think it was The Good Wife is where she started at. The Good Wife, or she was a lawyer basically in Chicago. So that's where I feel like she spun off from. But she is so funny. Got paint on my hands. How many of you get paint on your hands? If you don't get paint on your hands, then you're not having fun, and I challenge you to have fun. All right, let's see. This is just gonna be because we're doing some paper, so we're gonna let that. I'm gonna let that sit because I want all of that. So I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes because you know we ain't got time to be waiting on it all day long. All day long. We don't. We don't. Okay, everything is empty. All right, there we go. See, we got them cleaned up. There we go. Now I can put them on things so I ain't got to worry about them getting clogged up. They got to get a bath right when we work them out. We got to bathe them. These are some I put. I embossed them on did it on black paper. I really like the way this came out. I've already it was a whole sheet, and I've already cut them out and put them on. What do you call it? Put them on some Happy Mail, so they're already on their going on their way to their new destination. Hopefully they enjoy their whatever you call it. Amy got Liquitex, didn't you? Yeah, the Liquitex. Then she got the regular the Liquitex like this one, the basic acrylic. Yeah, the basic. Mo. I mean, you threaten her with a good time. Now you trying to get her on out there until they're professional. I don't think she ready for that one. We gonna see how she respond with just that basic. Yo, Amy didn't have it. Hi, Catherine. How are you? She is very eccentric, and that's what I love about her. I can say if I was to get up and had to dress every day, if I had to go to work like that, I would like to just that would be me now. That would be me now. Baby steps, Amy. You don't need no baby steps. You righty. I mean, but I do like the Liquitex. It's fine. I'm not gonna say it's the same, but the other ones are just a wee bit thicker. That's what I will say. A wee bit. All right. While I'm waiting on some things to dry, if you came in late, these are the flowers that was created in the first half of this live. As I talked about, look at that one. I like that one. Oh my goodness. Oh, that one. Look at that. Oh, see, I don't. Oh, see how those came out. So the other thing, remember I was telling you can do some line work. You can literally get you a. I don't want to do it, but you can get a fine liner and do some real work. Like if you don't like the center, I'll do this one. If you don't like the center, you can kind of go in there. Kind of do something like that. Keep going around. Kind of go in there and close that in if you want. I usually don't. Yeah, I'm going to do it since I done started. And don't be so perfect with it. You're just kind of going around. Don't be perfect. There you go. Well, we did that one, so let's go and make this one. That's why I say use pencils. I don't really like to be coloring in on my pen, and this is my really the wrong pen to be using. But we done started, so yeah, she's not happy with that. Bye, Kathleen. See you later. And let's see. Don't you ever, 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 ever give up on your dreams. Let me leave that alone. My pen won't be able to swoosh it right. I got enough pencils, but if this just another thing that you can do. You can take it and that's why I said when you're painting, when you're dropping the paint down, don't worry about what it looks like. You know what I mean? Just slap the paint down, and then when you come back, if you want it defined, then you come back and define it. You get to come back. You get to come back and do that if you want to, right? That's if you want to. Other than that, these here they turned out great. They will be fine on their own. I'll turn them into cards, and then we'll put sentiments on them. We'll put a base on them. Just imagine, you know me, I usually put them on the black base or whatever color, and they'll be fine, right? Or don't ever give up on your dreams. Okay? I don't want y'all to give up on your dreams. I promise you don't. Oh, Karen, you don't sound like a dude. My voice is not normal though. You know how you hear yourself. But I'm drinking plenty of liquids. I got my tumbler. I guess I'll get my new one when my daughter comes visit because she made it. So I guess I'll get my new one. But until then, I'm still drinking out of the old one. Some of the manifestations on there are still the same. Still the same. All right, let's get this puppy over here. Pull it out. Pull it out. Let's pull it up. All right, we're gonna get most of it off. Oh, look at the lines in that. Is that not a beautiful piece of paper? I don't have any dreams. I'm going to take that laughy face and say you do, but we've already had these conversations, Amy. We're not going there. And ain't. I'm going to laugh right along with you. But didn't that turn out good? And I don't really have to worry about Look at the flower still came off right there. But this is a nice grungy, and this is on 12 by 12 cardstock. This is regular black cardstock that I just pulled it on. And this already, so if you got 12 by 12, that means it is 6 by 6 when I cut it down. So I really have two books. Now what I'll do after this one dry, which is not really wet, then I'll go and do this side with the same, so that way when you fold it in half, or do it with a different, when you fold it in half and cut it, you got two, you see what I'm saying? So it's already done. So we'll let that dry a little bit more. And the same thing like for this one. Did it on black cardstock. So what it did was it took away the fact that I didn't have to um, do a pull color because I put it on black. Pulled it. So the black paper is the pull color. Let's put that right there. Yeah, we want that. And then I'm going back in because y'all know me. I love going to see, make sure. I want to see if this color is the same color. Which it, don't make me get my hand dirty. Knew you would. Let's see, is that open enough? Yep, just enough. Oh, you know what was missing, y'all? I didn't have the thing up under the bottom, but oh well. Too late. Okay. Oh Lord, where's my paper? There we go. Gotta rush. Because you want to get it before it dries. And put it right in the middle. There we go. Where did you get that 12 by 12 cardstock? The one I got here, I got from Michael's. Because I had a coupon and some points. But this week, Hobby Lobby, I think it might be 40% off at Hobby Lobby. Check and see what the sale is this week at Hobby Lobby. And then if it is, then it'll be, you'll get it, what, like $10 for, well, I got 100 sheets. But I want to say paint, I don't know, just check Hobby Lobby's, their thing. Because you can get 40% off. Don't buy it at regular price, the regular paper, because you can save 40%. And then if you go to Michael's, use the coupon again. Pull up the coupon because they got 30% coupon on regular price and it's not on sale. So there we go. We got that. Now, I like that. And then it's on regular paper. I mean, it's on regular black paper. So for those that y'all like to do the scrapbooks, not scrapbooks, junk journals. This is a good way to do junk journals. All right, so let me go back over here and put him back on again. We're gonna keep. He gonna be mad at me because I'm getting him all dirty again. He just got a bath. Oh, it's a ladybug in here. I hear it hitting the lights over them. Oh, they're Japanese something. They're not ladybugs, but they will make you hate ladybugs when you see red and black. But they're orange. They're not red. They're orange. All right, we got that down. Now I'm going to come in with some gold. Oh, where's my gold? Where's my gold? Yeah, we like to save. Like I said, I went there yesterday. And instead of spending $90, I spent 60. close, well, out the door, taxes. And that was, it wasn't even the paint. It was because I got a little thing to store paint in on my desk. So it's a new flipper thing, not flipper, roller thing. Not even roller thing. A basket. That's what I'm trying to say. A basket. All right. Now let's pull this off. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Use our same paper. Get the other side. Put something on it. Same thing. Look at that. Would you look? Isn't that beautiful? So now we got something on that side and something on that side. Page complete. Let's put that over there to dry. And I think I want to come back in. Let's put something else down there. Let's put some more. What was this? Turquoise. So this was turquoise, deep turquoise. Winsor Newton. And let's see, we had another. Let's lighten it up a little bit. Oh, the Brer off is beautiful. I'm going to be good with that. But what I'm going to be good with even better, we're going to do it again. Let's do it again, do it again, do it again. So I'm using the black paper like we use deli paper. Oh, I love that. Like it, like it, like it. All right. Made it back home. Yay, Zal made it back home. Yay. All right. Flip you over there. I should have flipped that off on a piece of paper. That was a lot. I could have, not on a piece of paper. I could have flipped that off on my deli plate. There we go. That's yummy. Oh, paper down. Gotta get a paper down. When you're gel printing, I think it's Zal, I just think it's one less thing you gotta think about is what your pool color gonna be. You already know what it's gonna be. There we go. Let's see. Look at that. Oh, that is beautiful. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna let it dry a little, just a little, because I want all of that. I want all of that on there. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna end with the big plate. Hopefully what's on the plate will come off. Let's bring Champ up. As I named my 16 by 20 deli plate. I named it Champ. I figured we had the puppy named Champ, so why not name that? Name my gel plate Champ. Oh, I was supposed to put that on the back of there. Oh well, no worries. All right, let's see. I think I might have to move the camera up. I don't think, but let's see. Where's my? I think you get gist of it. Let's see, right down there, a little bit, and the top. Oh yeah, you get the gist of it. But it's the paper. It's the paper. And it's going to act wonky again. So it's not going to do right. I'm going to throw that paper away. That's what I'm going to do. That paper sucks. I bought it for, well, I didn't buy it to gel print. I bought it for doing my calligraphy. So I can't complain, right? The papers probably did what it was supposed to do for calligraphy. I ain't had no problems with it doing handwriting. Sometimes you just got to take the plate off the paper. And y'all know what that requires? Me unhinging this gel plate from this acrylic. But it does work. Okay, there we go. And it's a pretty page, so that's why I really want it to come off. Because I have Darcy's whimsical stamps and Becky's pop dots and Christy Hartman's flowers. It was a great combo. It still works. With it imperfection, it's still beautiful. See, this was a change your mind, change your life. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, let's see if we can get let's get the other side off. All right, let me lift it up. There we go. Let it go. Let it go. That's why we have to do some of our pain. Just let it go. Let it go. Just tell it to let it go. Let it go. Lift it up and let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. Now, if I flip it over, it wouldn't. You know what? Let's do it because I want it. Because again, it's beautiful. But it is holding on to this plate. I mean, to this what you call that stuff? Acrylic. That's what happens when you leave it overnight. I don't have this problem when it, and I don't have this problem when I use other paper either. All right, let's flip that way. There we go. Let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. It's not yours. Let it go. That's how we have to tell some of the things in our lives. Just let it go. Just let it go. What's that movie? Oh, see? Let it go. Just let go of that stinking thinking. Let go of that negative thought process. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, let me drop this puppy back on this plate. I mean, on this acrylic. There we go. Boom. All right, bubbles, go away. Hate bubbles. All right. Boom. Let it go. Yeah, let it go from the movie Frozen. That was it, Frozen. All right. I thought it was going to be better when I put two pieces of paper and not so much on the one piece, but it's still, as I could see, it didn't matter. But it's not the plate, it's the paper. I'm just not going to use that paper unless I'm doing just down and pull. But when I let it sit on there, it takes, it doesn't do good. But isn't that beautiful? That's so pretty. I think it goes that way. And then this went that way. I think that's how it went. Because gold is in the middle, not that way. There we go. That's the full thing. Just imagine. Look at that. Julie Parker said, you persevered with it for a long time. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm here to show you how to persevere. I'm here to show you how not to give up on it. Change your mind, change your life. It works. And then when you're done, and when all the resiliency and all of the bad stuff and all of the hard work, you get this beautiful, beautiful, very, very beautiful. And just think about it. If we squared it out and took the edges off, took that edge off, you know what? Let's do it. So where do we go? We got right there. And then the pieces that I'm going to pull off, you can collage with them. Put them in your book, whatever. I'll probably put them in a junk journal or put them in my art journal, because they are still, you can still work with them. You can tell the weather's changing, not a bug's banging on my door. Now this one I'm not going to want to cut into, well, I'm going to have to do it that way. Or you can glue it, or you can tape it. You can do whatever you want. Look at that. But see, we still got some good pieces. Let's take that. And we don't discard the broken pieces. You don't discard them because they're still beautiful. They still can go. Like some of y'all have gotten some of my scraps. Y'all basically said, hey, don't discard them. I can still make something beautiful out of them. And I'm like, okay. So that's the same thing. The same way we look at art as the little pieces and whatever. Think of yourself as the broken pieces. Think of yourself as the scraps. And think how you have to be added to somebody's canvas, meaning somebody's life, so that they can highlight you or you can highlight them. It works together. Everything works together for the good of those that what? Love the Lord. It's another one of my favorites. There we go. Look it. All right, now I got a little space for those. Don't think they're going in the trash, because they're not. So we got our little space. This was full. Now it's not. So I'll take these and put them in my art journal. These will probably go in my art journal. Those won't go in the scrap pile. Because again, they're pretty. See, just something I keep right on my desk so I can keep them right there. And there we are. And I also said to get rid of these right here, I was going to take my stamp. So let's do it. Let's use some Vesiclair. It's not really going to matter. And go right there. And right there. Put some ink on this one so they can go together because they don't need to be separated. At least in Create Joy Studio, we don't separate them. We keep them together. Put that right there. And just stamp it out so we don't have flowers all over it. There we go. And then they're not, kinda. Oh, listen, hold on. We got something else we want to do. Where's it at? Oh, Lord, what did I do with it? I call myself moving it. There we go. That's a lot. It'll be okay. We'll put it back in there. Gotta remember where that stamp go down there. That might go off. Okay, how about we do this? And I'm not going to worry about where it really landed. Like, it's not, I'm not going to worry about, I'll show you in a minute. Hold on. So we can get all this sand. That's what it reminds me of, sand showing up 3-4 days later, 5 days later. Okay, see right here? That's a lot. I don't want that much. All right, not unless I stamped there and didn't realize it, but there we go. And that's going to give it a little bit more definition. Oh, what y'all had going on? Y'all got some people doing some things with some channels. Oh, Lordy. Ugh. All right, hold on. Ooh, y'all got people taking y'all stuff. Oh, look at that. Oh, you know what? I stamped Darcy's the stamp with it. That's why it was trying to stick there, because the stamp was still, it held on to it. So that's going to make that a little, all right. That's why it looks all blobby. No worries. Will we stress over it? No. We're going to heat it up and make it just even more beautiful. Yeah, see, I missed that down there. Got it. Well, I'll tell you one thing, you can't see the lines. Well, I gotta leave it alone because y'all know real acrylic paint don't like to be heated up too much. Gotta heat it and move. Gotta stick and move. Bob and weave. There we go. All right. Okay, go back down. We're done. Okay, I like the way that kind of put it in. It's a just, what do you call it? Happenstance or whatever. That worked out. Look at that. So the flower was there and there, but it still held on to the stamp that was already on there. But I like that. Right in the middle of the page and the pop dots. That looks so good. Looks so good. We like that. We like that. We love that. There we go. All right, guys, I'm going to get on off of here and move on. I'm not sure if Di is live. She lost her fur baby. So we're going to continue to send prayers and pray for her comfort in her new normal after, you know, having, having to put her baby to say goodbye. That's what I mean. So if you have enjoyed the live and you are not subscribed to the channel, I would like to invite you at this time, if you've been here from the beginning and you've been here since I said, well, just hang out and hang on. And if you're still here, that means you maybe liked it. Do hit that subscribe button, that bell notification all, so that when I do go live, because sometimes I do go live without, just pop on up. But you'll be notified, hopefully, because YouTube just be doing some things. But anyways, y'all make sure that you have a great evening. Remember to renew your mind. And remember, tomorrow when you wake up, remember, give yourself a new thought. Reclaim your inner voice. Give yourself a small mental shift so that you can create the life that is a little different. Because people often wait for massive life transformations to change. I'm threatening you with a good time. Don't wait. Have a new thought, get new perspective, give yourself a new sentence to tell yourself when something great is happening. Celebrate yourself. See you later, guys. Bye.